Yo guys, it's me Fishman and welcome to another live stream of Genshin Impact. Where we are going to finish the Darshan, the Parade of Providence event. It's a cool event with all the characters from Sumeru. So yeah, it's interesting a little bit. It's not that interesting in terms of lore, but yeah, it's interesting in terms of world building. We still have to finish some events, and there's also a new character, not one but two new characters that came out. They are Baiju, sorry, and Kave. Also Genyu as a banner. This banner is not selling very well, but yeah, I'm going to roll for Baiju because the next banners that are supposed to come out, at least as leaks confirm, I already have them, all the 5-star characters. So I will be keeping my Primogen. My main objective regarding characters is to have them all. I didn't get Nahida again, the banner before this one, so yeah, I'm pretty pissed off. Whatever, let's try out the character. Measure the mental skill will pursue nearby opponents, dealing several instances of deadly damage before returning to him, restoring HP to all his party members. When his element burst is unleashed, Baiju will enter the pulsing clarity state and periodically generates a short duration shield. When that shield's durations end, it breaks and will heal Baiju's own active character and unleash a Spirit Vein attack against nearby opponents. Okay. I think he might be cool for the end game purposes, the abyss, what's not.
Mind the side effects.
You're in for a little shock.
The doctor was stealing.
Taking a turn for the better.
Okay, at least the duration could be. Okay, we should regenerate.
Surrendering and be gentle.
Was it done? Mind the side effects. Yeah.
I like his attacks.
You're open.
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock.
Seems like an emergency.
Let me weave you a plan. Rain outlines your fate.
Well, I thought that maybe
Try not to enjoy
effects
this too much.
were
Come a little closer.
Well, we could generate a good amount
You're in for a little shock.
of.
The doctor was stealing.
Taking a turn for the better.
This animation is not.
Rain cutter. No, my sword.
Come a little closer. Let's spark the...
It could be a little more cooler with the snake around his arm or whatever. But it's not. Okay. Now let's go to Genyu. He's one of the best DPS. She can deal great amount of damage as long as she's not disrupted while doing the aimed attack. Genyu's aimed shots can be charged twice, and when such an arrow hits it, will cause a frost flake to burst and deal AoE cryo damage. Okay. The E, the elemental, it's a flower that makes enemies attack it.
I'll protect us. Access denied.
And the charge short, second charge, deals area damage.
This is long overdue.
Is some icy rain. This one is not dealing that much of damage.
Cool it.
Oh, it already ended? Okay. Yeah, but she can deal very good damage. And I even have his her weapon. So oh, let's go to the other new character, which is Kaveh. But he's a 4-star character. Ooh, nasty. Okay, Kaveh's elemental skill can deal Dendro damage across a large AoE and will cause all Dendro cores within that area to burst immediately. After this talent, an Architect's Undertaking is unlocked. When attacks from Dendro cores hit Kaveh, he will also recover HP based on his elemental mastery. His elemental burst will allow his normal charge and plunging attack to temporarily be converted to Dendro damage and decreases their attack AoE during this time. All Dendro cores create through bloom reactions triggered by all these own party members will deal more damage when they burst. Okay. So it just buffs a lot the
Come at me.
Dendro cores.
No, my soul!
Okay.
Witness the power of Gugwa!
Sight clear. Hey. Watch and learn. Here. Come at me.
Yeah, it seems good.
Here. Ha.
Rain cutter!
Feast your eyes. Ha.
I don't know if they made him be a lot stronger, but he seems to be strong. Okay, I want both characters. I don't have a lot of primogens because I wasted them all trying to get Naida without any luck. But I'm only like 8 wishes away from the 50. Well, from the PT to activate. I think I have 82 wishes going on.
Freeze.
Do your worst!
Well, I haven't played a lot with her, but she can't like put a shield on.
Pin them down!
And yeah, absorb the damage.
Don't get frostbite. Cool it.
You're in for a little shock. Try not to enjoy this too much.
We shall prevail!
Boo!
Let's spark.
This squid will be frozen. Freeze.
Yield! Grant us your blessing! Yours goes!
Don't get frostbite.
Try not to.
Yeah, this is a cool team composition. Well, but there's more particles in this tryout, so of course they will be spitting out their ultis easily. Okay, last character to try from the banner. I haven't used a lot of cadence, but yeah, okay, it's Fischl. The old school Fischl DUG. She's a cool character. In the beginning I used her a lot. She was very good. But not there are a lot of other characters. She's still good.
I summon thee.
But after
As you wish, main Fräulein.
gaining some other characters.
No rest for the wicked.
Let it rain.
Cool it. Oh, so sorry. Midnight Phantasmagoria.
No one escapes by sight.
Freeze.
Yeah, and it's done. Official. Well, her ability is called Oz. She's cool, she's cool. Okay. No. Wrong button, wrong button. I will wrong button. Confirm a little money. The challenge the even started. Let's get those Primogen to see if I can make like 3 rolls, I think. Oh, yeah. Only 5-star characters try out give Primogems, so let's go. Okay, let's see if I can make 2 or 3 rolls. 1 is enough to get a 5-star character. Well, this isn't bad. I don't have Tignari, so this is good, right? Isn't Tignari a banner exclusive character? I'm a little confused right now. Okay.
Book learning alone is not enough to cultivate intelligence.
But I think Tignari is cool, right? Oops, not this one. I'll put him on my team.
All those scholars in the academia are prime examples.
That's cool to have Tignari. Let's put him here.
Let's go gather some samples.
Okay, I'm happy. I would like to have Beiju, but at least now my 50-50 is guaranteed for the next banner. And I got a new character, so maybe it's better. I just need to get Kave, so I will keep rolling until I have Kave. Oh, sorry, I want to give him a weapon. What should we give him? Yeah, let's give him this for now. Talents. Don't even know. Let me try to see. Damn, this is not good. Okay, so builds for Tignari. Skyward Warp seems to be cool for him. And Aqua Simulacra, I have both of them. And what about set pieces? Best deep wood memories. I don't know, maybe I need to farm more deep wood memories. Yeah, I don't have a lot. Physical damage. Let's see some more. Defense, yeah. What do we want? Crit, Dendro, and Elemental Mastery. Okay. Crit. Can you keep this one? We have energy recharge. It's not bad. Well, but these two pieces are a little bad. But we have this one. It's not in use. Okay. Let's do it like this. Keep and then change. Whatever. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We have the 4 pieces. Crit damage. Is this crit damage or right damage? Okay. Then let's change it. This one we cannot change. Okay, now we need what? Dendro damage. All. I don't think I have Dendro damage. Oh, I have this one. This one is cool. Okay, let's put this one. Okay, I think he's probably cool. Crit rate 50. Okay, not bad. It's not perfect, but whatever. Okay, let's get going on the event. Okay, Tignari detects. Okay, the plants. Maybe the special plants from Sumeru. What's this? What do we have here? Oh, okay. Hey Daya, what up? Give it a go. So we have one level of each thing, basically. Let's start with this one. There's no specific order to do this. I think like this is enough. Okay. Maybe this is enough. Let's try. I'm an artist. What? Dude. No, it's not enough. So we need to put like one more of this here. Oh damn. This is very far away. Here. And I don't think that after coming to this one we'll be able to go up here. Let's use this. Another one. Okay, this is probably good. Back one first. Oops. Okay, this is enough. Enough is enough. Exit. Probably there's a better way to do this, but this is enough, as I said. Okay, what else do we have? Well, I can go to the boots first. I know that there are one or two that are not in the boots. One boot here. This is not the boots. Oh, okay, we have the animal ones here. I think the main story of the quest is also here. Okay, pass. Okay. Give it a go. Oh, it's with the fish now. Let's see, with the fish. Use leap from water at the right moment and control the fish model so that the duration of this jump matches that of the other two fish models. Ah, okay. Oops, that was silly. That was pretty bad, but it's enough to have the maximum amount of points. Can I use this as my game banner? To the pretty cool image. Okay, so which ones did you do? Okay, let's go to this challenge. Navigate. What? Go to Haro village. No. Oh, these ones are up there. These ones we need to come to the teleporter. It's easier. Now I will. There's always treasures here. No! I'm not doing this well. It's this way. Okay. It's there. Which one is this? Oh, this is the star one. Okay. This is also cool. Little puzzle. Only 2 to go. Can I start? Oh, okay. Okay. No, this is too close unless... no. Okay. What? When? What? Should be like this, right? What? Oh my god, next. Okay. Let's go to the third one first. Now this one. And it's done. Let's get some more rewards. Oh, wait, maybe we'll have... okay, this one. Oh, this is a story one. Yes. So, she should have one story for us, yes. Through everyone's joint effort, the Wisdom Gala went smoothly and concluded successfully. Everyone who set up booths and offered fun events during the gala received a leave permit for a 3-day vacation. No strings attached. However, after everyone got their leave permit, there was one more leave permit left in the box. Why is that? how the leaf permits were used. Could the leaf permits be given to someone else? Did anyone use the leaf permits in advance? No. Could the leaf permits be given to someone else? It doesn't matter, but I think, nobody duplicate, okay. What would you like to ask about that? Did everyone take a leaf permit? Yes. Okay. Did some choose a different reward? No. Yeah. Was anyone not allowed to claim their leaf permit? No. Okay. Did some later have their leaf privilege cancelled? This question is okay, yeah, even if it was cancelled, you will still have the paper for the permit. What would you like to ask? Was everyone allowed to have only one leaf permit? Oh, okay. Was everyone allowed to take only one leaf permit? Yes, probably yes. No. What? Were the boot owners during the gala the only ones allowed to claim leaf permits? Yes. Did all the leaf permits claimants leave with only their leaf permits? Were all leaf permits taken out of the box? No. Yeah, there was one left, right? Was a leaf permit in the box still valid? Okay. Were any new leaf permits placed in the box? Oh, okay. What? Did the leaf permits in the box belong to someone nevertheless? Okay. I'm not finding the true in this. All the leaf permits are with those who should have them. Some of the leaf permits were damaged. Some of the leaf permits have not been collected. No, all of them have. Did everyone take a leaf permit? Some later had the price privilege. Everyone took a leaf permit. Why was one leaf permit slipped in the box? The person who took that slip took the box too. This was someone else's leaf permit. This leaf permit is rendered invalid. Got all the answers correct. Oh, we took the box here. Getting together. So, about the next story. So, about the full truth behind this tale. Truth of the matter is that the leaf permits were indeed put in everyone's hands, but the final person to take the leaf permit took the box that contained them as well. Yeah. Oh, no more. Okay, this is also done. For a ball. What's this? Did I did this? Yeah, I think so. Color boots. Okay. Reward collected. Reward collected. Oh, this one. The Dune illusion of illusion. Okay, we'll be there right in a moment. This one is still missing too. This one is done. Okay, let's go to this one. Teleport. Art. Start. Each normal opponent on the field will increase the leash pin opponents. Reinforcements have been deployed on Mitex. Okay, let's take this one out. And buff, encourage HP 770 the elemental. Ooh! All party members yielding bonus, no all party members shield strength. Okay. I need to take you out. Let's take a good team. Yeah, I guess this one should be cool. But we need to take this. Okay, let's go like this.
Following orders.
Everybody stand back!
Fallen leaves. Adorn my...
Busted. Here comes the cat.
Here you are. Defract!
Into the wind.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Clouds high. Dance with me. One with nature.
Gotcha. The show's only just begun.
Not done yet!
Scatter!
Everybody stand back! Happy to oblige.
Into the wind.
Busted.
Fallen leaves. Adorn my night. Wind strike.
Careful.
Your coming was foretold.
Dance with me.
The eternal oasis.
Here you are.
Be a good audience, won't you? I'm not done yet.
Defract!
One with nature.
Already ended. Okay. That was fast. So this is also done. Okay, I got one wish. I'll save it for the next live stream. Only this one left, the Dune of Illusion. Ooh, expedition reward. Let me take care of Bennett first, sorry. Yeah, it's never one alone.
Add Ash.
My friend. So that is here, right? God damn it. Oh, I need to put
Even a
the item. Where is it? Oh, it's this one.
mist flower would melt in this heat. Now that I think about it, it wouldn't. But you get what I mean. Keep up. One with the force.
Fuse is lit!
Oh, there's a fine point here. Oh, okay. Maybe it's under here. $84. 90, okay.
Shadows of fate! Fire hazard!
Stignari level 20 already? Yes, he is. No, he does not. What does he use? Oh, damn. Nilotapala.
Keep up.
It probably is around here. 75.
Yeah.
Okay. Located.
Keep up.
Okay, now. What? Okay. Just okay, this is not a new treasure. It is to deliver the boxes we found. To get an extra reward.
Keep up.
I guess. Oh, have you found all the relics? Yep. Marvelous, you really do have a knack for this, don't you? Well then, this gift is for you. Thanks for taking part of the event organized by your Darshan. I hope that you've been able to enjoy your taste of archaeology, traveler. Let's say, real-life archaeology tends to be rather dry and labor-intensive work. But the instant you find that key relic, you will feel as if the struggle was all worth it. If you fail to dig anything up, quite sure that there are situations in which you find nothing. Well, if we don't find anything, then this is, as they say, a waste of effort. And to be honest, this is actually what happens more often than not. The instances where we do find something important are quite rare indeed. But to work in archaeology is to be used to such circumstances and stay optimistic even so. It would only be a matter of time before we collapsed otherwise. Okay. What's this? Huh? A small... What? Whatever. I don't know where there is. Okay. So all the events are done. We just need to make the main story. We also get some rewards. Ooh, a crown. And 50 primogens. That's a good reward. And yeah, let's make the main story. Go to quest. Oh, we need to go to the desert, I think. Yep. Tignari, he's here. No. Oh, they're all here.
Is it me, or are the bags under your eyes even darker than during the last round? Are you alright?
Thanks for the concern, Kaveh. I just haven't been sleeping well lately. Even though I try to fall asleep, I can't get the championship out of my head. And before I know it, it's morning again.
Yeah, that happens.
I know the feeling. That happens to me too when I'm agonizing over my blueprints.
Do you have any tips for dealing with that?
To be honest with you, no. You could say there are many things that don't have a quick fix and can only be endured.
Yes?
I suppose you can think of it as something akin to an illness. Sometimes there's no effective cure. so you just have to let things run their course. I don't know what's stressing you out, but I can feel all the anxiety and pressure coming from you. The next round's about to start, so chin up and do your best.
Oh, okay. You do your best too.
Looks like everyone's here. I will now explain the second round to you all. There are 3 leyline disruptors buried in the area around Aru Village. These devices can imitate the effects of leyline disruption and will constantly interfere with the environment. Your goal is to shut them down. The first 3 who manage to finish this task will be awarded 4, 3, and 2 points accordingly. Note that each person may only bring a set amount of food and water with them, and that leaving the designated competition zone will result in disqualification.
Okay.
Well, what do you think? Want to team up again?
No.
I shall consider letting you have the points on account of what happened in the previous round.
That's all right. I've been here many times, and in any case, machines are one of my specialties. I doubt this will be particularly difficult.
It's good to see such confidence in a youngster like yourself. I also happen to be well acquainted with this place. Let's see who will find these devices first. But aside from us, you should remember that there's a favorite for Champion. We must be careful of him.
A favorite to win? Who is it?
The Edman?
Shh, not so loud. I mean that boy Tainari. He took first place in the previous round, and if he does so again this time, we may as well declare this competition over.
So main objective.
I heard that you solved the Vidya Forest's leyline effluence problem with him not long ago. Since this round involves resolving a machine-simulated leyline disruption, it should be a simple matter for him.
That's true. It does look like his odds of winning are pretty high.
He already has Kale, who is an excellent pupil. If he were to win this round as well, then wouldn't we just be letting him have all the fun? As his senior, it's my solemn duty to prevent such an inequitable arrangement from happening. I'm off.
I'll get going as well. See you later.
Alligator.
How are you feeling? I think I'm okay, but I'll take things slowly for now.
Is this all the water we're
Is Lola
getting?
going to win?
Sorry. That's what the rules
She
say.
stays like in 3rd place
Well,
every
this
time.
round
and
seems to be about
she
how
gets enough
quickly you
points
can
to
shut
win.
down the devices. It's also testing your ability to survive in tough conditions.
I knew it'd be harder than I had expected. So we'll either need to find the devices as quickly as possible, or we'll have to save our energy and wait for an opportunity. Okay, I'll head out shortly. Thanks a lot, Nilu.
You're welcome. Please take care of yourself.
Well, there goes everybody. So, who should we visit this time? Let Paimon think. Oh, right! Didn't Farozan say that Tainari's the favorite to win? Let's go look for him first.
Okay. Find Tainari. Okay, he's down there. Can I speak with Sino?
The sun is especially intense today. I hope Tainari will be alright. Probably not. I should go check on him.
Yeah, we are going to. Do you want to come with us? Were they going to do a race? Hoo-hoo.
Hey, Tainari? Huh? Weird. The locator says that he should be around here somewhere. Tainari! Can you hear us?
It's on the ground. It's over there.
right. Huh? Oh no, it looks like he's fainted.
Yeah,
We
he's
have
not,
to help
he's
him.
not used to this type of... He's used to the forest.
Tighnari, are you okay?
Here it's very hot.
It's so hot.
Oh, so you passed out because of the heat. Are you not used to getting around in the desert?
That's right. I usually bring lots of water when I go to the desert, precisely to avoid this situation. I went through all my water very quickly, and with the effects of the disturbed ley lines, I started feeling dizzy. My ancestors, the Veluka Shuna, were originally from the desert. But I guess this is what happens when a species migrates. They become intolerant of their original environment.
This isn't the time for a history lesson. Let's get you some water.
Humans. Such fragile beings. Your bodies can't even survive extreme changes in the environment.
Consider yourself strong.
Here, take this. Let him drink it.
Nice. That was very nice of you, Fandango. Scaramouche,
serious?
head guy.
This had better be just normal water. Hey,
It's
you're
really
leaving up.
just water.
Paimon
Shut up,
really
Paimon.
doesn't get that guy. What's he up to? Anyway, let's focus on helping Tighnari drink some water first.
Tighnari starts to recover after getting some water.
I'm feeling a little better now. Thanks, you two.
Oh, it wasn't just the two of us. Just now.
Found you at last.
Sino, you're here too.
I was concerned, so I came back to check on you. Will you be able to go on?
The fur on my tail is so dry, it's practically been singed right off. I don't see any purpose in pushing myself beyond what is reasonable. It appears I'm not suited to this particular round. I should probably just return to Aru Village and rest.
Really? So you're backing out?
Yes, I do have my results in the first round to serve as a buffer, so even if I forfeit this round, I still have a chance to turn things around later. Withdrawing now will allow me to conserve my energy. Continuing to push onward would be counterproductive.
Yeah, I agree.
A wise decision. Let's get you back to Aru Village.
It's fine. I can make it back on my own.
Oh, stop trying to be so polite. Come on, we'll help you back to Aru Village.
Okay, bring Tighnari back. Oh, is Layla? What?
Make my escape.
Ah, scorpion! Run! Yeah, if Tighnari went to some caverns instead of being
How are you
exposed
feeling
at the
now,
sun, maybe
Tighnari?
you would
Do you want to rest some more?
There's
feel
some
the
shade
truth
here,
is-
so we can stop for a while.
All right, let's do that.
Isn't Layla here? What the fuck?
Oh, Sino and Tighnari. And you've got the Traveler and Paimon with you.
Oh, hey, Layla.
Yeah, the sun was too strong, so I decided to take cover here for a while. What about you? Are you all done already?
Unfortunately not. I'm not quite as capable as I thought. I intend to withdraw from this round. Sino and the Traveler are escorting me back to Aru Village.
Withdraw? Can you even do that?
I believe the rules do provide for such a situation. Alhaitham did say that the act of leaving the competition grounds would result in disqualification from the round.
Didn't I ask you if you were all right before this? If you had just decided to withdraw then, you wouldn't have had to suffer.
Well, I had to try, didn't I? So I tried, and it didn't work out. And now I'm backing out while I can. When I get back, I'm definitely going to make a batch of sun-resistant oil. Next time I venture into the desert, I'll be prepared. By the way, you're Layla, aren't you? You don't look very well yourself. Will you be all right?
But she always looks like this.
I did feel a little faint when I first entered the desert, but I feel a lot better after resting here for a while.
Be careful not to push yourself too hard.
Don't worry. I'm just...
Feeling the pressure?
Uh-huh. You can tell?
Your expression is similar to the ones I see on criminals' faces when I interrogate them.
Damn.
To tell you the truth, I'm still not sure whether I have what it takes to represent the Ratawa Darshan in the championship. Most people voted for me because of all the rumors surrounding me, and to be honest, those rumors don't really mean anything. Now I don't know how to deal with all the expectations they've put on me. Even the people who usually criticize me voted for me this time. So I feel like I have to live up to their expectations somehow.
So their expectations are putting pressure on you.
Yes. Actually, I heard that you were voted in as well, Tainari. How do you deal with it?
To be completely honest, I don't really feel any pressure. Firstly, those who expect things from you do not necessarily do so for benign reasons. On the other hand, those who do consider your feelings certainly wouldn't want you to push yourself. Next, we are researchers. Our primary duty is to interact with knowledge, not to meet others' expectations. As for me, I took part in this competition to advertise for an academic lecture at Gandharvaville next month. I'll obviously try my best during the competition, but I won't let any additional pressure get to me. I think you can also try to find a clearly defined goal. That may help you.
Huh. I understand. Thanks for your advice.
I'm absolutely parched after talking so much.
I've still got some water with me.
No, I'll be all right. We aren't far from Aru Village, so I can go the rest of the way myself. You should get back to the competition. Don't you want to win that limited edition card?
Yes. All right then. Your spirit will live on through me.
Hey, don't talk like that. I'm not dead, Sino. Everyone, I'll be heading back now. See you after the round ends.
See you later.
I'll continue searching for the ley line disruptors.
Are you feeling better now, Layla?
Yeah, I feel like some of the weight has been taken off my shoulders after chatting with Tainari. It's been a long time since I first left my hometown to come to the academia, and every day here has been so precious. But of course, there have been some rough times. All sorts of complex astrological models, countless quizzes, and essays that took all my brain power to barely finish. Each of those things are like huge boulders barreling at me, forcing me to continue running forward. When I was chosen as my Darshan's representative, it felt like another boulder was added to the ones already rolling behind me. Every time I close my eyes, I think of all the people I'd disappoint if I mess up.
We will never be disappointed in you. We prefer you to be happy, Layla.
Yeah, I think that's what Tainari was trying to tell me.
Yeah.
You're our good friends, which is why you didn't stop him from dropping out of this round, and why you don't feel disappointed in me.
Of course.
That's right.
Não, sou boobs in vagina.
That said, he did also say that he hopes I could have more concrete goals for taking part in this competition. I don't have any now, but I'll give that some thought. Anyway, I won't take up any more of your
O
time.
bolacha queimada é do quê?
You
Dos
still have to
preservativos? É
record
isso?
the other
Eu estou
contestants'
sozinho em casa com o meu
progress,
filho.
don't you?
Little Sofa. Você é
Perhaps
mau.
they've had some breakthroughs while we've been chatting.
True. We should go look for the others. Now, who's left? Tainari's dropped out for the round, and we just saw Sino.
You could go see how Madame Farozan's doing. I've heard that she's quite knowledgeable about the desert, so she's probably made some progress by now.
Okay, let's go look for Farozan.
Yeah, let's go. Faruzan, the old lady. Oh, at least she's near a teleport. A waypoint, whatever. Dung beetle. There she is. Scarab, whatever. Potato, potato.
Hey there, Farozan. Have you made any progress? You're just in time. I'm about to start digging right here. Oh, you found the leyline disruptor already?
Such a simple problem could never confound me. Not long after entering the desert, I discovered a primal construct that was acting abnormally, so I followed it all the way here. Once I got near here, it suddenly disappeared. Something unusual must be happening around this area.
You're a true expert, Madame Farozan. You knew what to do right away.
Well, I do happen to have more experience than most. But that aside, has anyone completed this challenge yet?
Nope, not yet.
Well then, I suppose I'll be the first. What about that boy Tainari?
He withdrew from this round.
And why's that?
He's a wick.
He's not used to being out and about in the desert.
Huh. I didn't think he would have such a weakness. I suppose he could use a bit more training. What about the others? Is that Ratawahist girl still a bundle of nerves?
Tainari gave Layla some advice, and she seems to be doing a lot better now. Sino just started his search for the disruptors, and as for that guy, well, who knows what he's thinking.
And what about Kaveh? Has he found a leyline disruptor yet?
Byron doesn't think so, or our locators would have already let us know.
Strange. What's he lollygagging for? With his skills, you should have heard something from him by now. Well, I'm afraid the most thrilling moments are already done here. You should probably go find Kaveh and see how he's faring now.
Make my escape.
Okay, Kaveh, where are you? Damn. Is there any teleporter? Nope. He is in that direction. Erection. Ooh. Okay, he's up here. There you are. He's playing with the little foxes.
Come on, stop following me! I already gave you all the food I had on me.
Magnata, como é que é?
You can cry all you want. I don't have any more food. All I have left is a half bottle
Gostas
of
de
water,
Genshin,
and I
ao
can't
menos?
possibly give you that. Without water, traveling in the desert will be incredibly difficult, and I still need to find what I'm looking for. Marak, can you help me out here?
Se gostas
Keep
de
them
Genshin,
away.
podes te entreter a ver. Se calhar já fizeste isto, né?
Kaveh, there you are.
Está muito mais. Eu estou a falar um bocado baixo porque o meu filho estava a dormir, mas ele já acordou entretanto. Obrigado pela dica.
Just thinking about it makes me upset. Not long after I entered the desert, I was accosted by these fellows. I don't know
Se
why,
tens
but they
ícones
didn't leave the
com
competition
personagens do
grounds.
Genshin é por
Now the
costas.
leyline disruptions have
Esse é
left them
quem? Esse é
confused and
o...
circling around the area.
o da água.
The moment they
O...
saw me, they wouldn't leave me alone. They even cheated me out of my limited food supply.
Dos Arbingers.
Hey, didn't I ask you to keep them away?
Kave, is this flying metal thingy yours?
Eu também entreterei a mim e ao meu filho.
Merak.
Your toolbox? Huh. It seems pretty fancy.
Child, foda-se.
There. Can you understand us?
Tá bom o iogurte, filho? Anda cá, mete aqui a colher. Anda cá o pai. Diz assim. Diz assim, olá magnata. Percebeste? Estás entretido já? I'm just here for your entertainment.
Sometimes I need to carry things when I go out. So it's
Hello,
handy to have
baby.
a portable toolbox.
Está a dizer olá, está aqui ele, filho.
Doesn't look like an ordinary toolbox, that's for sure.
Magnata.
It's a
Ou
long
ela.
story. When I was
Magnata.
working in the desert, I ran
Pode ser
into a
homem ou uma
merchant
mulher.
group who had a machine core they excavated from some tomb. It was clearly
Estava a
from
streamar
the
isto,
Desert
entretanto ele acordou
civilization.
e...
His technology still isn't fully understood, and Kasharawar has many different opinions on this topic.
E pronto,
Our
e
current
agora
theories
temos
cannot
que acabar o
explain
stream
such
com ele.
mysteries. Upon
Queria que
seeing
acabava o
such a
evento.
rare, complete specimen before me, I forked over all the morale on my person to
forked.
purchase it. Some time back, I wanted to make an automated case that could store my offloaded items. With that core, I created Merak. It can't understand commands that are too complex, but it can serve as my assistant and help me with things like mapping and surveying.
And fighting.
Most importantly, it can't talk, so it can't give me any attitude.
Beep boop.
Oh, yes. Thanks for helping hide the fact that I live at Alhatham's place earlier.
Well, Paimon was the one who gave it away in the first place.
Sorry.
Claro que sim, já viste esta cara, a cara do puto, Little Sofa. Preferias olhar para quê? Para a minha cara? Era preciso olhar para a cara da minha mulher. Mas pronto. Mas agora a cara de um puto. Esta cara também é de puto. Os pelos brancos aqui na barba. Aqui, aqui, caralho.
It's because constructing the Palace of Alcazar's burned through my funds. I'm still paying off the
Depois
debt
vou
from
meter o
that
puto
one.
a streamar.
Oh,
A
when's
streamar
this
e a
going to
farmar.
end?
Vai farmar as cenas nos jogos enquanto streama na conta do pai, que é para o pai ganhar
Now
views.
that I think about it, I guess we're all unlucky here. It's not like any of you asked to be trapped in the ley line
Não queres
disruption.
mais? Queres ajuda?
Okay, let me get you all out.
Queres ajuda, filho?
Kave, aren't you going to look for the ley line disruptors?
Tem carinha
Yes,
bebê,
but
né?
I can't just leave them here, can I?
Rechonchuda, inchada, gorda.
Oh, forget it. The more I think about this, the more I
Tira
feel
uma
a
da boca,
headache
filho.
coming on. I'll get back to searching once I get them out of here. Time's a wasting. I'm
Olha o
out.
gatinho ali, filho. Olha o gato. O gato ou o cão. Uma raposa é um cão, né?
He's conflicted.
Boing, boing,
He
boing,
really wants
boing.
to win, but
Wow.
he can't ignore those he wants to help.
Yeah, he's a unique character. He can only do one or the other.
Paimon's always felt like he's the type who easily gets himself into tough spots. Paimon doesn't mean this in an insulting way, but he seems like the kind of guy who'd be really easy to take advantage of.
You're such cruel with the truth.
Whoa! Someone's done already!
That was quick.
Paimon also wants to know. Let's go back and ask Alhaitham.
It's the yet guy. The only one we didn't visit yet. Onde é que está? What? E nem mostra quem é. Não, o outro gajo está aqui. Escaramucho. What up? 20 years ago. What? Se calhar é ele. Visto que ele não está aqui assinalado. Ai não, é o Sino. Sino won this shit.
Verification complete. Congratulations on being this round's first winner, Sino.
Que é que...
Ooh,
Veio
so
com lag.
Sino was the quickest.
I am from Spontamod, after all.
Little só foi querer pegar um
We know
susto.
a
Filho.
lot about ley lines, so finding a disruptor was
Isto é um
never
lags
going
ao
to be
refedido.
particularly
Não
difficult
tenho
for
culpa,
me.
mano, desculpa.
Since the traveler
Eu no outro dia ouvi
also
dizer que
happened
dava
to be
para
here,
fazer o reembolso dos
do you
pontos.
have anything you want to say?
Tenho que descobrir como é que é
Anything I
isso.
want to say?
Porque às vezes quando as cenas não ativam, ou quando dão esse
My
lag,
friend couldn't continue on. so failure was never an option. The
Agora
bonds
acho
of
que tem que ser tipo no
yesterday will
espaço de
forge
5
the road
minutos ou
to
uma merda
tomorrow.
assim. No, not
With
sure.
the ties of friendship that bind us.
Quer dizer, e tu
I
és
won't
moderador
lose to anyone.
aqui no canal, portanto tu conseguirias
That's a
fazer
line
isso a
from
ti
King of
próprio.
Invocations, one
Agora
of
não
my
fiques a
favorite
pagar
works.
tipo 1000 sustos e depois
sums up
fazes
my thoughts
refund
right now.
constantemente.
Might be a
Não,
good thing that Tainari isn't here.
não me
else
lixo, tá
we'd
bem?
give Sino a good
Vou fazer um
smack
stream
right
que é só
about
gritos.
now.
Dá um bocadinho ao pai. That's Sino!
Oh wow, it's already so late. Everyone's probably running low on food and water. It'll only get harder from here on out.
Something similar happened in King of Invocations.
What a classic.
What a classic.
Any
Indeed.
thoughts on that, I'll hate them?
I have no thoughts regarding King of Invocations.
What is the King of Invocations?
Obviously wasn't asking about that.
Deserts are much more dangerous at night, so this competition should be nearing its end. At the moment, only
Obrigado, filho.
Farazan, Layla, and Kaveh remain.
A fur. I
Muito
wonder
bom,
who the next
Papa
person to
Bebe.
find a disruptor will be. Wait, only 3 people are left? Tainari forfeited, and Sino's already done. What about Hat Guy?
He also forfeited not long ago.
Really?
Ugh, Paimon can't understand what he's thinking
Diet
at all.
Guy. Oh, não Diet Man. Hoje é um jogo de terror Diet Man.
This round's almost over. Let's go see what the
Um
other
jogo indie.
contestants are doing.
Acho que joguei. Acho que está no YouTube U. E quando o gajo disseram que o gajo era o Wet Man, ou Wet Guy, fiquei a pensar nesse monstro de terror, do filme de terror. Layla. Okay, let's go to Layla. Layla, la, Layla, lay. Layla, la, Layla, lay. Whatever, whatever. Canto bem, Shakira? Mas melhor as ancas
Hello
do que
again.
canto.
You know, it suddenly occurred to me that you guys have had to do a lot of running around this time. Don't you find it tiring?
Yeah, a little.
Well, in that case, let's take a short breather here. The desert's getting colder now that night's falling, and the wind can really sting your face because of all the sand in it. Has anyone finished this round yet?
Yep.
Sino's already shut one down. Have you made any progress yet?
I circled the whole area, but I didn't find anything. But I did have the chance to think some more about that thing that was weighing on my mind, and I realized something.
And what was that?
Well, my fellow Retawahist members must have all put my name forward for different reasons, and maybe a lot of them only picked me because they wanted to watch me make a fool of myself.
Damn.
But be that as it may, I believe that a lot of them genuinely do expect great things from me. And I want to live up to their expectations. I don't want them to regret putting my name down.
Huh? But doesn't thinking like that put a lot of pressure on you?
Of course, that comes with some amount of pressure for sure. But now I've thought about it, I don't feel like this is something I have to do. Instead, it's something I want to do. That may not sound like a huge difference to you, but it's helped me relax a lot. So don't worry about me.
Well, that's great!
Also, now that I've relaxed, I'm suddenly really sleepy.
Alright. Good for her.
I think I'll just take a quick nap. Just a quick one. But the competition isn't over yet. Oh, Layla. She's
Diana
really a bundle of
personality.
nerves, isn't she?
Wait, you're...
Sleeping, walking, Layla?
Good to see you too. It's nice to be out. Feels like I've been cooped up inside for quite a while. Well, since I'm here, I guess I should help her finish this. What are we supposed to be doing here again? Finding a ley line disruptor, was it? Let me see. Looks like she's basically gathered all the information she needs. It won't take long to wrap this up. Come with me, you two.
That's why she's always tired. When she sleeps, she sleepwalks. Como é, Shade? Tudo bem?
Feeling that the ley lines have a regular flow, similar to the way that celestial bodies follow fixed orbits. If we were looking down from on high, I wonder whether we'd find that the ley lines are just the reflections of the stars upon the Earth. Not all astrological phenomena can be directly observed. Some are deductions based on other details that we know. It's the same situation with the ley lines. The parts of them that are hidden underground can be identified via elemental energy, sound, and other phenomena.
Okay. What's the other phenomenon?
Plus, now that someone has shut one of the disruptors down, the contrast between before and after can provide me with further information still. Let me see. It should be here, I think.
Oh, damn. Matei o bichinho, coitado.
This should be it, right? I'll turn it
Estás a
off.
fazer episódios
That
todos
should
disso.
restore the ley lines in the area to normal.
Nice work.
Qual é
Again,
que é o primeiro?
I
Vê?
didn't do any of the real work.
Número 1.
I'm just wrapping up. She'll probably wake up soon. No doubt she'll be a little disoriented at first, but once she's got her bearings, she'll go and report that she shut down this disruptor. Will you be staying here for a while? Or are you going to check on the other contestants?
Oh, time to check our locator. Whoa. Looks like Kave and Farozan are headed towards the same place.
Ooh.
Perhaps they're about to find the last disruptor. Also, speaking of Kave, he's an interesting one.
Gigri gigri.
Why do you say that?
Before the second round, he had a chat with the other me. He said that worries can be like illnesses. They don't always have a magic cure. Sometimes you just have to endure them as best you can until they run their course. But the way I see it, his situation is much worse than my other self's. She just hadn't found what she wanted to do at the moment, which is why she felt lost. Kave, meanwhile, knows what he wants to do. He's convinced that he has to win, and yet he still seems conflicted. He doesn't have a second personality, but somehow he still seems that he's at odds with himself in some way. I don't know exactly how to describe it. It's like he's smiling on the outside, but there's no joy inside, only sorrow. Still, who knows? He must be more experienced than me. Maybe he's just better at dealing with it all than I am. But back to the topic of wrapping up. Shouldn't you be getting back to the action to
This
report
style
how
is
everything plays out?
much more interesting.
Last one, then the round's over.
Oh, true. Okay then, guess we'll be going now. We'll keep everything you said in mind.
Ok. Vamos lá ver os outros voltarem.
Farozan are super confident at the start, but it turns out they're the last ones to find the disruptor. But between the two of them, who's going to get there first? Let's head over quick.
They're fighting over the... Oh, damn. Yeah, it's better. É, filho.
Make my escape.
If you go by foot, it's here. Whee!
Make my escape.
Squeak, squeak.
It should be around here.
Finally found it.
Kave? Are you?
Fight!
Oh, Madame Faruzan.
Fight!
And here I thought you would have finished this round by now.
Farozan, Kave! Oh, looks like Layla's already done.
I didn't expect that you and I would find a disruptor at the same time. How are the other contestants doing?
They finished.
Tainari and Hakai forfeited, while Sino and Layla are already done. You two are the only ones left. Huh? That's weird. Didn't you start digging really early on?
Yes, I kept digging, but instead of finding a disruptor, I found a ruin.
Damn.
I fell down pretty deep, and it was completely dark in there. It took me quite some time to unlock the various mechanisms and return to the surface.
That's actually really impressive.
Finishing a week's worth of trials in such a short time. Huh. That's pretty amazing, Madame Faruzan.
What about you? Why are you so late?
I encountered a lot of lost desert foxes along the way, and I brought them to the outskirts of the competition zone. When I came back, I was absolutely parched. And then I blacked out. Probably from the heat, you know? When I woke up, it was already night. I used the last of my strength to come here.
A most curious reason indeed. But are you sure you're all right? It sounds like you were in an incredibly dangerous situation. You said you were familiar with the desert. The way you handle problems... It does feel rather at odds with your title as a genius.
It was problematic, but that had nothing to do with me being a genius. It was my decision. The way I did things wasn't optimal, but I wouldn't have been comfortable not doing it either. My conscience would have weighed on me.
Youths these days, each stranger than the next. But back to the main issue at hand. Since we are both very certain that this is where the final leyline disruptor is, let's dig it up then.
Work together to unhurt the final leyline disruptor.
This is indeed it. Of that there is no doubt.
Yeah.
But how shall we count the score this time? What is it, youngster? You seem relieved.
Oh, nothing. I was just thinking that this round's finally over. There shouldn't be any more innocent creatures getting wrapped up in danger. As for the points, I guess we can draw lots again later. I can't think of anything better.
Alright, in that case, let's all head back to Aru Village.
She's going to win again.
You'll both need some water and rest.
If he's enough for the money, you can give the points to her, so she can have the how do you say, the prestige.
Happy to oblige.
How is that way?
Can't see?
And it got the monies. Maybe that was the best option. Level up? No! Fogo, falta 100. 100 e pouco. Teleport. O que é que foi, filho? Queres ajuda? Isso, boa, muito bem. Vão aí. Podes pôr a mão onde quiser agora. Isso é só quando estamos a avançar a cadeira, que é para não entalar os dedinhos.
Looks like the second round is over. I
Queres
wonder
ir para o
who's
colo do
faster,
pai?
Kaveh or Madame Farzan?
Ou queres ficar aí?
Huh?
Já
Where's
papaste?
Madame Farzan?
Queres ficar aí? Queres ir ao colinho do pai?
She went to get water.
Não?
She'll be
Tá
back
bem, então vai
shortly.
para o caralho.
We basically arrived at the same time, so we'd like to draw lots again.
You get caught up in some things so easily, like drawing lots.
I'm not caught up in anything. Don't make it sound like I take pleasure in having bad luck.
Really? Then should I say that you have a curious affinity for drawing lots?
I'll go get the box and slips of paper for the lots. Please wait a moment.
Oh, here we go again. Let's see how I fare.
Why they don't just play rock, paper, scissors?
I got it! Did you see that? I won!
Congratulations!
Looks like Kaveh's luck's
Deste aqui, do Genshin? Ou do papel, tesoura, papel?
Finally! After all this time!
Pedra, papel, tesoura.
It looks like you've been rewarded for your tribulations in the desert. This round's points are yours.
Pedra, papel, não curto muito. Tesoura e... ainda vai lá. Mas pedra e papel também.
Our second round is done. Sino, Layla, and Kaveh are our victorious contestants. As for the current standings, let me see. Sino and Layla both have 4 points, putting them both in first place. The rest in descending order are Tainari, Farazan, Kaveh, and Hakai. The next round will be the final one.
Sino
Please rest
and
up
Layla.
before then, everyone. I heard that some stalls at the Wisdom Gala are debuting new games, so feel free to drop by if you're interested. Otherwise, see you next round.
New games? No. Yeah! Let's finish this. Now, where do we have to go? Back here. Ok. Eu também, eu não... Para falar a sério, Little Sofa, não sei se estavas a falar do Genshin Impact ou do papel pedra tesoura, mas estes eventos aqui da Nheta às vezes são grandes demais para a recompensa que dão ou para o lore que trazem. Este está a ser assim um bocadinho. E eu, como sempre streamei Genshin Impact desde o início, tipo todos os eventos, toda a história, a maioria das missões do mundo, World Missions, sinto-me na obrigação de continuar a streamar, mas se calhar que era o mesmo com o Warframe, e que já parei, que era o mesmo com Hearthstone também, já parei. Whatever. That white-haired man I saw before competition started, secret conversation over her first... Yeah.
Traveler, Paimon, I finally found you.
Finally? Did something happen?
Don't you feel like there's something off about this year's Academia Extravaganza? When Candace and I were at the cafe earlier, we might have caught sight of some mercs on business. Thing is, they were disguised as tourists here to shop, but no disguise can mask the stench of blood. Just from their suspicious looks, I bet they do dirty work like kidnapping or assassination.
Damn,
We
son.
eavesdropped on them for a while. Their target seems to be someone called Sachin.
Sachin? Isn't that the person who Karina mentioned during the opening ceremony? He's apparently the sponsor behind the competition prizes and the Diadem of Knowledge, but he hasn't shown himself at all.
Sounds like a rich person, all right. It makes sense now. The Eremites have been struggling to make ends meet recently, so a lot of groups have been doing private work that involves the rich. In their words, one gig sets you up for half a year.
Ooh.
Just one job like this nets them enough mora to take it easy for a while.
The extravaganza has brought many tourists to Sumeru City all at once, so it's likely that they took advantage of the bustle to sneak in. Dia and I wanted to directly capture them, but they were on guard and made some excuse to slip away.
I would have tied him up
Deixa o
and
pai ajudar.
caused a scene. Who's legally
Tira o dedo,
supposed to
tira a
take
mão.
care of this kind of thing? The Matra or the Core of 30?
If Sino were
Sim.
here, he'd definitely get involved.
Uhum.
Why don't we head over to the Academia and tell a mantra? Thanks a million, you two.
Not at all. It was coincidence on our part as well.
Yeah, don't sweat it. The Eremites' reputation is gonna get even worse if these scumbags succeed.
Nada, filho.
But this is Sumeru City. Candace and I don't have as much freedom to act here, so we're leaving this in your hands.
Should you require our aid, come find us at the cafe.
Come take a cafe with us. Coffee.
Paimon's noticed that something's bugging you. Is it the extravaganza?
No,
'Cause
dude, it's that invisible
Paimon's starting to think that there's
ghost.
more than meets the eye here, too. But thinking like this isn't doing anything. Let's just go find a mantra.
Paching. Okay. Why am I walking? Well, now I'll keep walking. Oh, it's up there. I won't be needing this shit anymore. Let's put the this one over here.
Hey, isn't that the mantra we investigated Siraj with?
Hold up.
Hello,
both. It's been a while. Do you have any issues to report? Someone's planning to kidnap Sachin. Goodness. Though I suppose it's not all that surprising. The growing popularity of the extravaganza has given him quite the reputation boost as its sponsor. He's seen as one of these super rich types.
Well, since he's got a target on his back now, shouldn't you send some people to protect him?
To tell you the truth, we've thought about doing just that. However, Sachin apparently prefers to spend most of his time out doing field work, and hardly ever comes back to Sumeru City. No one has been able to contact him. Our only lead is something he once said. Each time the Inter-Darshan Championship is held, I will be watching from close by to choose a suitable person to inherit my estate. Assuming he remains committed to that promise, then he must be right here in the city somewhere. I suspect that the Eremites in question must have heard about that as well, and decided to come here and try their luck.
So they shouldn't know where Sachin is either, right?
I would assume not. Anyway, Mahamatra Saino is still on vacation, so I'll handle this. Don't you worry. A couple of kidnappers aren't gonna get very far in Sumeru City these days. I have my ways of forcing them out into the open. All of that said, if you're interested in Sachin's story, why don't you try tracking him down as well? The sooner we ascertain his whereabouts, the quicker we can act to ensure his safety. I mean, you could task all the Matra and the whole Corps of 30 with someone's protection, but if the client doesn't show themselves, there's nothing we can do to help them.
Fair point. Guess we should start searching for him too, but
Anchovies.
where should we start?
Do the Matra have any information on on Sachin?
I'm afraid. He's never committed any crimes or broken academic protocols, so we don't have a very detailed file on him. I've heard that Alhaitham has now stepped down from his post as acting Grand Sage and is back to being the scribe again. Maybe it's worth checking to see if he knows anything.
Good idea! Okay, we'll head back to the extravaganza venue and see if we can find him.
Okay, to the coffee. Oh no, to the boot.
Hey, Nilu, have you seen Alhaitham anywhere?
Alhaitham? Why, what is it?
We're trying to track down someone and we need him to pull up some records for us.
Oh, I see. Sorry, I don't know where he went. He's always the first to leave after the competition ends, and he never tells anyone where he'll be going.
Huh.
He's the bad guy.
That sounds about right for him.
Let me think. To be honest, he doesn't seem very interested in the extravaganza, so he probably doesn't stick around longer than he has to. To him, being a commentator is just extra work he was roped into. Do you guys know of any places he'd go after work?
Maybe he went home?
Ooh, maybe. Paimon remembers that his house isn't that far from here, so we might as well check it out.
Maybe he has something better to do? Oh, there. It's up here. Ah! There's no way of passing that. Just wasting my time. This is his house. Pretty small.
Let's try knocking.
Knock knock. Who's there?
No answer? Maybe no one's home.
Oh, it's you
Okay,
two?
it's here. Okay.
Oh, Kaveh, you're home!
Come on in. I'll get the door for you.
They are gay. No, they're not.
We didn't hear a peep when we first knocked. We thought no one was home.
Well, I can't be too careful. If someone from the academia came here looking for Alhaitham, and I opened the door for them without thinking, before long the whole city would know that I'm living here.
You're pretty conscientious about this, huh? So, what happens if someone comes inside looking for him while you're at home?
It's fine, as long as I stay in my own room. Anyway, why would someone just barge in here looking for him? Most people have better things to do.
Fair enough. So do you know where he is at the moment?
What do you think? Who knows what he does in his free time? All that matters to me is that he's out of the house.
Did you have a quarrel or something?
I wouldn't call it that. He's just incapable of saying anything. I told him how the second round went. I won the lot draw, remember? Because of good karma, of course. My luck's on the rise. But him, being him... Oh, you wouldn't believe what he said after I was done talking! You're always quick to remind me that you're my upperclassman, and yet you do not problem solve in the manner becoming of an upperclassman. This begs the question of why we attach prestige to seniority at all. What does he mean, manner becoming of an upperclassman? What, am I supposed to earn the title of upperclassman now? And he didn't stop there. He said, I'd encourage you to reflect on why you've ended up having to rely on luck every round. Frankly, it's incomprehensible to me how you've managed to make it to this age without acknowledging the proverbial elephant in the room of your life.
Yeah, that does sound like something Alhaitham would say.
Yeah, but it's a little
I've had it
bit
with him.
more
Every
aggressive
time
than
I
normal.
talk to him, it's the same way. He finds a way to infuriate me every single time. Anyway, the disdain is very much mutual between us, so I'll be moving out as soon as possible. I'm actually packing my things right now. He'll have to get used to doing his own cleaning and tidying from now on. See those perfectly hung paintings on the walls? They're coming with me too. If his life wasn't utterly devoid of artistic sensibility already, it certainly will be after today.
Wait, you're moving out already? But the competition isn't even over yet. How can you afford it?
Well, obviously I can't just yet. I'm just packing early to get ahead of the game. I've got my new place picked out already. The moment I have my hands on the prize money, I'm going to buy it and move my things right in. It'll take me 3 days tops to move out of here for good. I now know what I have to do to achieve this goal. No matter what happens in the third round, I will win. I will emerge triumphant. You'll see.
Well, we'll be rooting for you. But are you sure you'll be alright?
In what way?
Layla said that she thinks you'll get caught up in internal conflict.
Meaning what exactly? Oh, don't tell me you think I have serious personality flaws too.
Oh, we didn't say that. But
yeah.
think about it. You say you want to win, but you also turned Faruzan down when she offered to give you her points. Plus, you took it upon yourself to help those desert foxes.
Wait, what's so unusual about all that? I gave you my reasons. I would have felt guilty otherwise. Where's the conflict in that?
Why would you feel guilty?
Well, when you put it like that, yes, why indeed? It's a good question. I guess it's just in my nature. Plus, if I just did nothing, then there'd be no escaping the blame if something bad came of it later down the line.
But thinking like that all the time must make your life so exhausting. Not to mention that by helping out, you put yourself at risk. Fainting in the middle of the desert, for example. Was that really worth it?
It's complicated.
This is a good
Look,
psychology
let's maybe leave this conversation for another time.
event.
What was it you needed Alhaitham's help with anyway?
I think I'm a little bit like that too. We'd like him to help you as look into Sachin.
Sachin?
Sachin!
Huh. He did actually
Sachin!
mention a Sachin recently.
Bless you.
I remember he brought a few documents home that day.
Oh.
He was thinking out loud as he looked through them, making
Sim
some notes and
occupation.
doodling as he went. He even suggested that I should take a look, but I didn't. Give me a moment. Let me go find them.
Papa? Papa! Lá vai Chico. Papa! Papa! Brum.
Ah, This is the one. Here, take it.
Gracias.
You sure he'd be okay with this?
Huh, with taking liberties? He's certainly okay with helping himself to my beer whenever he pleases. And anyway, he did ask me if I wanted to read
That's
his
the
notes. I
bottom
didn't see
line.
the point at the
No one
time, so
touches
he
my
just left
beer.
them on the side. He doesn't leave documents lying around unless he's okay with other people reading them. It's fine, I promise.
Cool, if you say so. Okay, let's see what he's got on Sachin.
Investigate the documents on the table. Sachin was born to a healthy family and his father Rasputin, not Jared, was a renowned merchant in Sumeru with many properties to his name. At the age of 9, Sachin enrolled in Vahumana and achieved excellent grades. At the age of 15, he completed all of his courses and graduated first in class, his accomplishments greatly lauded by sages. At the age of 16, Sachin ventured out and began to research the local environment and customs. His travels took him through the Sumeru rainforest and desert. When Sachin was 23 years old, his father Rajput passed away. Sachin returned to Sumeru city to take over his father's business and spent 2 years here. Age 25, Sachin once again ventured into the desert to conduct a field research. Records show that he traveled with a caravan and lived in Haru village for a period of time. Age 32, Sachin returned to Sumeru city. He looked withered and weary. His mental state is in shambles. Much speculation arose amongst outsiders, but Sachin locked himself in a room and did not respond. Age 30, Sachin entrusted all of his properties to the academia and pledged to donate all proceeds to the academia. He then wrote a contract reading the use of the proceeds of the property on Shiba. Sachin, when the contract was signed, a minimum of 30% of all revenue generated from this business will be used to fund prizes for the International Championship, which will encourage young prodigies to actively participate in the competition. I will also be donating my entire collection, the most promised item of which the day of knowledge. Ei! Menos, se faz favor. Will serve as a symbol of great honor in the machine. Only the winner of the competition may wear it. In addition, the Academy is only given the right to maintain and manage my properties. Ownership of them does not belong to the Academy, nor does not belong to me. Each year, when the Intershan Championship is held, I will keep a close eye on each candidate. Particular identity with a participant will reveal myself. I will then bequeath all of my wealth to this individual whom I judge worthy of my acknowledgement. They will have to use it right, the all assets and proceeds under my name. I hope the Academy will respect any and all decisions by this person. After the contract came in effect, Sachin returned to the desert, continuing inspection, but has been no word from him ever since. Many claim to have seen him in the desert, but none of such claims have been verified. 20 years have passed since then. Okay, so Sachin was the guy we saw. He's imprisoned inside the...
That was a lot of information.
The crown?
Everyone's getting a headache. So,
Oh, he died?
to sum up, Sachin put the Academia in charge of managing his estate and went off to do research, right? He even said that if he really liked one of the contestants, he wouldn't just give them a reward, but his entire estate as well. Oh, that must be worth heaps and heaps of Mora.
What? Are you serious? All of Sachin's wealth, that's more than I could spend in a lifetime, surely. Heck, if I got chosen, I'd be able to pay off all my debts, then buy a new place, and still have cash to burn. I could build another Palace of Alcazar's array, except this time, I'd make it 10 times bigger. Oh, then there's that new project in Port Ormos, of course. The bridge renovation. To do it properly would take upwards of...
Hey, snap out of it! You're getting way ahead of yourself there, mister.
You're right.
Let
First, I
him
need to
dream.
focus on winning and moving out of this place.
Huh? Wait a moment. There's a loose slip of paper tucked in between these pages. Did Al-Haytham write this? It looks like he was jotting ideas down as he was thinking things over. Let's see. 2 have been circled. Sachin, dead or alive, unknown. And diadem of knowledge. Some of this stuff is just plain incomprehensible. Is this written in some other language?
Let me see. Huh. I recognize this script. Give me a second. Lofty ideals may provide no defense at all against nihilism, but perhaps little decisions can. That's a rough translation anyway. I can't guarantee it's 100% accurate. There's another smaller line of text underneath. Why would he bring that up?
Wow, it's so cool that you can actually read this script!
We worked together on a project once when we were students. The title was Decoding the Runes and Architectural Philosophy of the Ruins of King Deshret's Civilization. I had to familiarize myself a little with this script at the time.
Oh, interesting. So, any idea what Alhaitham meant by all this?
Who knows? The way his mind works is one of the great mysteries of the world.
Fair enough. Well, guess we've learned all we can here.
Let's hope I've made some progress.
Yeah, he better catch those crooks. But until then, let's just head out for a stroll.
Okay. Oh, this is just the end of the Act 2. Oh my god. Wait until the following day. 7 in the morning. Let's make the time pass. 7 in the morning. Boop. Right on the moosh. From 1221 1221 to 0700 007 007.
Paimon just heard that the Matra have arrested some Eremites who snuck into the city. Maybe they were the ones plotting to kidnap Sachin. Let's go to the Academia and check with Arav.
On my way, Paimon. What up, my dude?
You're here. Sorry, I was just about to send someone to inform you. I only just finished interrogating the suspects.
What did you find out?
Well, lots of unexpected details, let's put it that way. The mercs themselves were surprisingly easy to catch. We just had someone dress up as Sachin and they took the bait. But then it starts to get messy. During the interrogation, we learned that they were hired by Sachin's own child.
What? Why would someone want to kidnap their own father? What's up with that?
To change the wheel?
It's anybody's guess at this point. In any event, apparently the guys we caught are just the tip of the iceberg. Most of them are still snooping around outside the city. We're diverting manpower as we speak to try and round them all up. Would you like to come along?
Yeah, sure.
Sure! Let's go get to the bottom of all this!
Bottom. Act 3. Why the hell is this so long? This is interesting, but it's very, very long. Dá o link ao pai. Aga. Tanta baba. Okay, that way. Damn, they all dead.
Are you sure this is the right place? Something feels off.
I'm positive. But I don't...
Oops.
Boss, we got more company.
Look, we were just doing what we were paid to do. You're punishing the wrong people here. You want the real culprit? It's this guy. He hired us to kidnap Sachin.
What happened? Who beat you all up?
Wait, you mean you aren't with them?
With who? Who did this?
First there was this flying brat. Didn't bother asking any questions, just started throwing punches. After that, some guy wearing green came along and interrogated us for a bit.
Okay.
I've got the
Probably
confirmation I
guy.
needed. This is the one who masterminded this whole
Scaramouche
plot.
and
Giovanni.
All items?
Sachin's son. If you have any questions for him, now's your chance to ask them. When you're done, I'm arresting them all and taking them back to the Academia for further interrogation.
So why did you hire people to kidnap Sachin?
What do you think? 20 years ago, he upped and left to go and live a carefree life, not giving a second thought for my welfare. As if that's not bad enough already, he went and put his entire fortune in the care of the Academia, along with a contract saying that one day he'd pass it all on to a genius he admired. That's my inheritance. By rights. You expect me to sit back and watch it go to someone else? If he won't give me what's mine, I'll just have to take it from him.
Yeah, it's pretty bad that he abandoned you, but that's not right too. Were you seriously planning to...
Of course! Didn't he say he would be here somewhere, watching the championship from the shadows? So, I figured I'd get some people to nab him. Then I make him change the contract. And if the Academia doesn't agree to hand over the goods, I make him publicly announce that I'm his chosen genius.
So, did you find him?
No. The old fart knows how to stay hidden. I'll give him that. He's probably cooped up somewhere, watching all this go on, and laughing to himself. I already thought he'd gone mad 20 years ago. And who knows what a madman's truly capable of.
What do you know about the Diadem of Knowledge?
Diadem of Knowledge? You mean that thing he donated to the Academia? Well, I can tell you that it's very expensive. He sold a lot of assets to purchase it back in the day. Weird things started happening after he brought it home, too. For example, sometimes we'd hear a high-pitched voice coming from the storage room. Also, before donating it to the Academia, he once shut himself in that same storeroom and researched it non-stop for days. Something was already seriously wrong with him by that point. Nothing he did shocked me.
What do you mean, something wrong with him?
I only have a vague memory of it, since I was very young at the time. But I have the impression that he went out into the desert for research and didn't return for many years. When he finally did return, he was a changed person. He would mumble incomprehensibly and write essays day and night. I asked if I could see what he'd written, but he chased me out of the room. Later, he went out somewhere and took his written essays with him. When he got back, he signed his contract with the Academia. Part of me wonders whether he'd already stopped being my father by that point. Perhaps the man we called Sachin was a demon from the desert who was wearing his skin.
Yeah, poor guy.
Okay, you can stop now.
He's only like that because his father...
You can believe me or not. Doesn't matter to me.
Did a good job.
I told you all I know. But if you do see Sachin, tell him this for me. Whatever it is that he's researching out there, he'll always be garbage in my eyes.
You finished? In that case, come with us. Well, we finally caught the guy behind all this. Thanks for providing us with the critical information. Do you still have any lingering concerns?
Okay, the Diadem of Knowledge.
Yeah, Al-Haytham's notes do mention that item.
Scribe Al-Haytham looked into this matter. Understood. Well, if you believe there to be an issue with the diadem, I'd suggest contacting the organizers and getting them to pause the competitions while we investigate.
That makes sense. Okay then, let's get back to the venue. We need to tell Karina what's going on.
Okay. Let's go.
You're finally back. Where have you been? I looked everywhere for you. The third round's already started.
We were out capturing some bad guys who wanted to kidnap... But that's not important right now. We think there might be something wrong with the Diadem of Knowledge, and we'd like to investigate it.
The diadem? That seems unlikely. The Diadem of Knowledge has been used in every extravaganza over the last 2 decades, always without incident. Why has this come up now?
Some new information has come to the light.
This is pretty serious. Let me think. Okay, here's the situation. The diadem is currently in Mount Ima Forest. We moved it there before the third round began. In the third round, contestants have to go into Mount Ima Forest, find the diadem, bring it back, and place it on the stand. The first person to do this gets 4 points. Considering how close the scores are between our contestants, whoever wins this round is very likely to be the winner of the whole competition. As such, I suspect competition to be very fierce. You might not make it in time.
We have to give it a shot.
I'll mark the diadem's location for you. Please head there immediately. Let's hope nothing happens.
Alright, let's go!
Let's hope there's a fight.
That's weird.
Fight!
The locator step...
Oops.
Make my escape.
One with the force. I'll uproot you!
Decided my destiny!
Pera, filho.
Fuse is lit!
There's more? Defeat the factory endearment. Oh.
Let me scroll! Time for a light show!
Okay. Okay, now what? Need to go here. Filho, escolhe outro. Olha aqui, tens aqui tantos. Dá-lhe popó.
Uh-oh. This place looks empty. Did someone already take it? Well, we might as well head back and see if anyone's turned it in.
Level 20. That's what I wanted. Oh, god damn it. What? It's not here. That way. However, let me see. Tagnari. Shint. Nice.
Germinating seeds.
Okay.
Don't be afraid to make mistakes. It's all part of the learning process.
What the hell? I'm going on the wrong way.
Make my escape.
Is it up there? What? What the hell?
Oh, looks like Layla has seized the diadem. But getting to the goal won't be easy.
Ooh.
That guy enters the fray. Horizon's device has gone haywire.
The competition is heating up. Oh. And here's Kaveh bringing up the rear.
It's Kaveh's toolbox! Throwing the diadem to its owner!
Yes, that's right. Put the diadem in place, and you shall gain all you desire.
Who are you? I need you to get out of my head!
I am confident that you will not disappoint me.
What just happened to me?
Something's wrong.
Okay.
At long last, someone to inherit my estate, and with it, my research. Come, Kaveh. Come to me, my child.
How do you know my name? Who are you?
I am Sachin. Well, to be precise, I am but a fragment of Sachin's mind. Fate is a curious thing. Seeing you reminds me of another I once met. But you are made of sterner stuff than he, more cognizant of the trials and tribulations of this world. It is you who are worthy to inherit all that I once owned. We meet for the first time, children. But what I mean to say now is of utmost importance. So please, pay attention and bear witness. You have all performed outstandingly in this Interdashon Championship. The Academia has many rare talents among its ranks, and you are the creme of the creme. But if I were to choose a successor, I would choose you, Kaveh. Not only because you were victorious, but also due to our similarities in character.
Me? Similar to you?
Why, yes. Both of us have the misfortune to be idealists, and that is the source of our misery. 28 years ago, I came to the desert and lived there for 8 full years. What do you think I saw there? Alas, endless strife and slaughter. Conflict over water sources. Robbing of merchant caravans. Exploitation of the people relentlessly, day after day. Beyond the wall of Samiel lay a completely different world from the one I knew. The things I witnessed there tormented me greatly. I wished desperately to find a way to save them.
So, did you find a way?
As a Vahumana scholar, I tried to use Vahumana knowledge to find the answer. I researched history and anthropology, performed countless experiments on human nature, and even sought out the scholars living deep in the desert who called themselves the Lost Darshan. But in the end, I found that the answer I sought simply did not exist. It was not possible to simply assign blame for these transgressions to any one party, for the sins are carved into humanity's very nature. Our nature begets conflict, and conflict begets destruction. This is the inexorable truth. The aim of my research was to draw lessons from history. But what I discovered was that history offers no such guidance. Things can only ever go from bad to worse. After this realization, I could no longer see the meaning in anything that I had ever learned. Consumed by an overwhelming sense of emptiness, I could no longer bear to face life. And so, I decided to bring my life to an end. But before I went through with it, a strange twist of fate led me to come into the possession of this diadem, which has the ability to preserve part of one's consciousness. Into it, I placed my experiences before requesting that the Academia manage my estate.
As I thought, the contract you signed with the Academia was in essence your will. But if you'd given up hope on this world, why did you feel the need to do this?
I mentioned that I had performed a great many experiments concerning human nature. You may regard this as the very last experiment of them all. The Academia has no shortage of genius talents, nurturing the brightest minds of every generation. And so, with a handsome reward to draw out the worthiest of individuals, my hope was that one day, I would find one who could untangle the mystery of human nature once and for all, and help to move the world onto a better path.
I see. So you desired a successor who was not only a genius, but who also understood the suffering of ordinary people. Such a person would have a clearer understanding of humanity, society, and the world.
Huh?
But did you ever consider that wealth numbs the human heart to the pain in the world? Even an idealist may be incapable of following through on your wishes after inheriting your wealth.
You are highly intelligent, yet you are not the sort of person who would understand my line of thinking. To me, this is also part of the experiment. Part of my investigation into human nature.
Is all item going to convince some of the two of them not to keep the money? Maybe not Sashib. Maybe Kaveh won't want the money. Not to lose his idyllic self.
Sickness of the world. I regret the unbearable weight of its history, and I lament the research that I failed to complete. And this, Kaveh, my dear child, is why you will be of great utility to me.
You're absolutely certain that you want to give me everything you owned? For me to do with as I please?
I have faith in what I see in you. Now wear the diadem, Kaveh, and complete the journey that I could not. Will the verdict I reached cause you suffering? Or will this newfound wealth numb your heart? I look forward to your answer. All of my research materials are being stored at our...
Huh?
I've heard enough! My life's enough of a mess already. The last thing I need is more suffering. Keep your Mora. I don't need it. Didn't you say that you saw a lot of people in pain? Well, if that's the case, then your wealth can go to them.
Okay. Guess it'll be the end
guess
of that.
That'll be the end of that.
Yep. Me too. We killed a man. The consciousness of the man.
Are you all right? Any physical discomfort?
No.
I'm fine. Thanks, Tainari. Don't worry about me.
Don't push yourself too hard.
Kaveh.
Kaveh may have broken the diadem, but he successfully completed the task prior to that. According to the rules, this makes him the victor of round 3. Points-wise, this also makes him the winner of the Inter-Darshan Championship. As the champion and Sachin's personally designated successor, Kaveh has obtained the rights to inherit the entirety of his estate. For the avoidance of doubt, can you confirm that it is your intention to donate all of Sachin's wealth?
Like I said, he thought that the world is a bad place. Well then, let's use what he left behind to change it for the better. Rejecting the world will achieve nothing. He and I, we're not the same.
All right. As the scribe, I will make a record of this incident on file. The sages will contact you in person for details on how exactly Sachin's estate is to be used.
That sounds fine. I don't know if his research findings were right, nor would I know how to finish his research for him. But what I do know is that by ending this here, no contestants will have to suffer. We won't be the last. There will be more championships to come, and countless future scholars will follow in our footsteps. Sachin's words can only cause pain, but not anymore. No one else has to hear them now. We're all scholars here. I know full well that shutting down his views like this is autocratic and arrogant. Fine by me. I'll bear that responsibility. It's the least I can do. And, well, it's the only thing I can do.
Well said. What you've expressed is a sense of justice and idealism that many aspire to, but few dare follow through with. I say this despite the fact that, in my view, it's quite ridiculous. You have long been aware of what your flaws are, but your pride alone prevents you from admitting it. Nevertheless, your perspective is well suited to appearing in a victory speech. Contestant Kaveh, on behalf of the organizing committee, it is my honor to congratulate you on your victory.
What? Please. I don't need your insincere praise. Anyway, this isn't the time or place for debates. Keep your commentary focused on the competition, not my views.
Congratulations, Kaveh. Also, you'll need to prepare for the award ceremony.
Looks like the ceremony will be held at the main venue. Let's head over and check it out.
Yeah, let's go, Paimon. But first, let's get some of these mushrooms. Okay. Ruka de Vasta. What? Hukashava. Rukashava mushrooms. Because we need these two. There's one up here. We need these to build that thing that search for the Androculus. Still missing like 5 of them. God damn it, it's all down here. Okay, this guy is cool to find the mushrooms. Because you can see it on the map.
Make my escape.
Yep. Okay, let's go to the outskirts. Teleport. which is here.
Thank you all for your excellent performance. And that brings this year's Interdarshan Championship to a close. Finally, it gives me great pleasure to invite our champion, Kaveh, to the stage to receive his award.
Yay! Winner, winner, chicken
Typically,
dinner.
at this point, we would crown our champion with the diadem as well as presenting them with their award. However, we have just received word that Kaveh has inherited Sachin's estate and made the decision to donate it all to charitable causes.
Good boy, Kaveh.
Sachin's estate is getting donated?
So much Mora. And he gave it all up?
Kaveh's generosity will give many struggling families the chance to change their lives for the better. Of course, without the diadem and prize money to present, this makes the award ceremony a little more concise than expected. Would you like to say a few words, Kaveh? I'm sure many of our audience, like myself, are curious to learn why you decided to give all this wealth away.
I'm not entirely sure what I should say under these circumstances. I'm glad to have won, even though I'd say luck played a big part in that. As for why I want to give the Mora away, I don't support Sachin's views, and I don't want to take his Mora. With a lot of things in life, people need to experience them for themselves. It shouldn't be up to one person to make a judgment on. Not him, and not me either. Anyway, this isn't really the time and place for such weighty and complicated topics. So, I guess that's all. I'll leave it there. Thanks very much.
Oh, Kaveh, just one moment. While this is a short and sweet award ceremony, we do still have a prize to present you with.
Ooh.
Please take this limited edition Genius Invocation TCG card. Additionally, your champion status will be logged in your record. This means that the sages will give priority consideration to any future project proposals you submit.
All right, I'll take the card. But as for project proposals, forget it.
In that case, I declare the award ceremony over. Let's give our champion Kaveh one last big round of applause.
I still don't really get it. The sum of Mora would have been enough for me to live in luxury for my entire life.
That just means you're not strange enough to understand the way that geniuses think. Come on, we've still got the whole Wisdom Gala to explore.
Glad that's over. I think I'm quite good at giving speeches, but this one was just so tiring.
Do you mean that you're still exhausted from the competition? Honestly, you don't look happy at all, but whatever else happened, you're the champion, you know? Don't you think you should be proud of that?
I suppose. Oh, wait. Sino said he wanted the card, didn't he? And now I have it, right here.
So you're gonna give it to him? But if it's a rare one, you should be able to make a tidy sum of more off it.
Why would I do that? It's of no use to me whatsoever. I may as well just give it to him. Could you pass it on to him for me when you next see him?
Whoa, whoa! This is a super big deal! You should do it yourself! Come on, let's go find Sino.
Huh? But I was gonna rest for a while longer. Hey, stop pulling my hair!
Sino, you're
What you looking at, Sino?
you're a lucky fellow.
I'm still thinking about the Sachin issue. What brings you here?
Well, they gave me this limited edition Genius Invocation card, and I figured you'd have more use for it than I.
But it's a limited edition. Are you sure you want to give it to me?
What else would I do with it? I have no use for it.
But it's limited edition. Kaveh, are you in trouble? You don't have to do all this. Just tell me what's wrong and I will help.
That's not what I meant at all. Yes, I have all sorts of problems, but that has absolutely nothing to do with this card. I'll figure my own issues out by myself.
All right. In that case, I accept your generosity. But now that I realize that you have no concept of its value, I cannot simply take it from you. How about this? I shall buy it from you at a fair price. Namely, the price that the previous limited edition card sold for.
Oh, come on. It's just one card. How much could it really be worth?
10,000 more.
1 million more at the very least.
How much?
1 million more?
If you feel that's too low, I can go a little higher.
1 million mora for a card? But you already have a whole bunch of these, shiny ones, don't you? I saw your deck last time we played.
Not every card is this valuable, and some cards are exquisitely designed, but not rare.
Huh. Well, I guess they must pay you plenty to be General Mahamatra if you're splashing out on things like this. But really, it's fine.
Maybe
I'd feel bad
resell
taking Mora
some
from a friend.
cards, make some money.
Don't
TCG,
feel bad.
mofo.
I save a lot. I can spare the Mora for this card.
You don't spend all your savings on your hobbies, do you? You should watch that, you know. You definitely don't want to end up borrowing money in a moment of impulsivity. Living with debt is miserable.
Sounds like you're speaking from personal experience. I guess you've been through a lot?
I don't want to talk about it.
In that case, maybe you're the one who should be listening to your advice.
Filho, não, estás a aleijar-me. Vai morder a
In any case,
pílula da tua mãe.
Sino, will take this precious card, and it shall join the deck of destiny. Kaveh, come with me in a few moments to collect the Mora. Thanks to you, I have achieved my goal for participating in this tournament.
All right, if you insist. Far be it from me to refuse your courtesy any further. Well, at least I'll be able to keep on top of my bills this month. Maybe I'll even have some left over. In fact, let me treat you all to a meal later. Bring Tainari and Kale, too.
Well, this is what they call
Azul, qual é o azul?
ends well. Paimon wonders how the other contestants are doing. Let's go check in with them, shall we?
Azul,
Since we're
filho,
guest
azul.
commentators and all.
Qual é que é o azul? Sim. Okay, we have a teleporter there, right? Oh no. But this is upstairs. Don't stop believing. Na, 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 na. Okay. Oh, it's down. Hey, girls.
I'm telling you, you can't go wrong taking advice from me on what
Azul.
to wear. Back in the day, my fashion style was considered cutting
Azul.
edge by everyone in the
Olha,
academia.
a menina quer azul.
Really?
Tens que fazer
Well,
azul, senão a
then,
menina não quer.
sure, Madame Farzan. Maybe you could pick out a few fashionable outfits for us.
Tira isto daqui.
Farzan! Nilu! Even Dia and Candace are here!
Olha.
What are you all up to?
Candace and I bumped into these two while we were strolling through the streets. Madame Farzan here's pretty friendly. When she heard that we were buying clothes, she decided to give us some help.
I don't really see anything I'm familiar with. Never mind. We can purchase some textiles and make the clothes ourselves. Let's go with the plain fabric as our base. And embroider red and pink flowers on. Oh, and some green leaves.
Oh, wait a sec. You sure that's the
Como é
latest
Shadow
style?
Angels?
That
Le
sounds a lot like what the older folks
Angels
back
Le.
home would wear.
Don't worry. This
Hey,
style is a
Snake.
timeless classic.
No thanks. This is actually sounding pretty weird.
Wait. Madame Farzan's right.
Sim.
That style is a classic. It used to be mainstream
Por acaso
fashion.
não uso de Luca, ué.
But these days, there's some other options too. If you don't mind, how about I pick some clothes out for everyone?
Azul, filho.
It's not often that we get to meet up.
Como é que é? Está
Especially
tudo bem,
since
Shadow?
Candace rarely
Também
makes it to
jogas
Sumeru City.
Genshin?
Also, I know a
Provavelmente,
few
né?
places where I
Estás a
can
dizer
get a
esses
great
nomes?
bargain.
Sure.
Já, eu estou a fazer o evento.
I'm happy to
Não
leave it
fiz
to you.
logo. Acho que já saiu tudo, né?
I'll come with
Já é
you
a
to have a
última
look.
parte. Ainda tenho ali uma
Always
cena
has to keep
da,
on top of what the youth of today are into.
da outra gaja que vende.
Madam Farazan? Come quick!
Aquela
She's over
chama.
here!
Não é Diona, é... Diona é de Gelo, Mondstadt.
Who are you?
Aquela pequenina também.
We're new in the academia. We saw all the amazing things you did during the
I like
competition.
those eyes.
Do you have any classes we could sign up for?
Ooh.
Of course I do. And you're both very welcome to join.
That's great! We can't wait. What's your area of research? Precision mechanics?
I'm from Haravatat.
Ravatat.
But you seem like an expert in machines.
Who is this Pokemon?
Sorry.
It's a
I remember
Ravatat.
now. You were representing the Haravatat Darshan in the championship. Oh, their classes are so boring, though. I'm sorry, ma'am. Let me know if you run any other classes in the future. I'll be there.
I knew it. What about you? Aren't you going to leave with your friend?
No.
I think you're amazing, Madam Farazan, and I'd like to learn from you for a while, if possible. I can take the class you're teaching as an option, even though cross-Darshan lessons might be a little tough to arrange. But I look forward to learning from you.
I see. You're a good egg, child. Don't worry. Study under me, and I promise you, you will get the best teaching available.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Well, I won't disturb you any further. See you in class.
Faz tu?
I don't quite understand what
see.
happened there, but congratulations, I think.
Traveler, Paimon, would you two like to come and pick out some clothes?
Yeah, I want to see girls naked.
We've got to meet with Kaveh later, and we have to check in with all the other contestants before then. Oh, by the way, have any of you seen Hat Guy or Layla?
I don't know where Hat Guy went. We just saw Layla not too long ago, though. But she was hanging out with some other Ratahora students, so we didn't get a chance to speak with her. Are you gonna go and see what she's up to?
Ratahora students? They must be the ones who voted for her to enter the competition, right? Oh, she didn't end up winning, so Paimon wonders
I
how
thought
they
she was
feel
going to
about
win.
that. Let's go take a peek.
Yeah, but Kaveh is a new character and doesn't have a story character, so it's normal that this would revolve around Kaveh. We need to know a little bit more about him.
I'm sorry, everyone. I could have done better in the third round.
Oh, stop it. If you're going to beat yourself up after doing as well as you did, how bad does that make us look, huh? Heck, it's not like any of us had the guts to enter the championship.
I didn't see the whole thing, but you were the only contestant who scored points in both the first two rounds, right? And I heard that you actually found the diadem first in round 3. You came so close to winning the competition.
Aw, I just got lucky, I think.
That can't be true. You had some really stiff competition out there. The renowned Tainari from Amorta, even Sino the General Mahamatra was there. You're amazing, all of you. Getting points off them is a huge achievement. The way I see it, people aren't exaggerating one bit with the nicknames they give you. You are a genuine genius.
Aw,
I
thanks
do
a
think
lot.
so also.
But I really don't think I qualify as a genius. In the second round, for instance, I dozed off and somehow found myself beside the device when I came to.
Ah, come on, don't be so hard on yourself. We've decided we're taking you out to celebrate, and that's final. Let's go. Cheer up, Layla. The rest of today's all about you.
Looks like things are going well for Layla. This is great. Haven't seen Hat Guy since the end of the competition. Oh well, it's almost mealtime. We'd better go meet up with Kaveh and Sino now.
Sino. Okay, better to fast travel. What's the name of the little thunder girl? Dina. Fuck me. Character, I need to know. Dory. God damn it. So we still have a mission from Dory regarding this event.
Are you sure you have enough to cover this? Don't blow it all at once.
Don't worry. I budgeted very carefully, and this is well within my means. Anyway, I've lost count of how many times you've treated me. It's high time I return the favor. Oh, Traveler, Paimon, over here!
Let's eat.
Ooh, look at all this! Good food, here we come!
I heard that you went to see the other contestants. How's everyone doing?
Farazan found herself a student, and Layla's classmates are bowled over by how well she did. We couldn't find Hat Guy, though. Who knows where he's gone?
Alhaitham's gone missing in action, too. Huh. The one time I'm actually in a good enough mood to treat him to a nice meal, he disappears without a trace. That guy. Where the heck could he have gone? I still have questions about that note he left. Well, whatever. He can do what he wants. Now, let's eat.
You shocked me a little when you hurled the diadem to the ground. On further reflection, of course, it made sense, but at the time I was expecting at least some amount of deliberation.
Sachine's voice started talking to me inside my head from the moment I picked it up. I could feel his emotions, too. It was a mix of despair and horror swirling around inside my mind. He bombarded me with his ideas relentlessly, like he was trying to brainwash me. It gave me a splitting headache that only got worse as he went on. Like I was saying at the time, his views are not necessarily completely without value. But if all his research does is lead to misfortune, then we're probably better off without it.
If his forbidden research were to spread in a harmful form and cause people to suffer, the Matra would step in and ban it.
I think you did the right thing. I suppose another way to approach it would have been to claim that you agreed to inherit his research, but give up the research as soon as you've inherited the wealth. But that wouldn't have been your style. I won't comment on his theories or experiments, but I don't believe that he was careless in his choice of candidate. He chose you. That means he knew what he was doing.
Perhaps. I just think that if you accept someone else's things, you should honor their wishes.
That's a good thing. It means that you have integrity.
Thank you, oh my god, thank you. See, you get me, Kale. It's a good thing Alhaitham isn't here right now. He'd be quick to explain why you're wrong.
Seems like you always include him in the conversation, even when he isn't here.
Yep, no dinner with Kaveh is complete without a few words about Alhaitham.
I sense that Alhaitham has in fact been here with us all
Shut the fuck
along.
up, Put.
He's here? Where? Why didn't you tell me?
He lives rent-free in each of our hearts.
That was horrifying. It literally sent chills down my spine.
Good thing you didn't say that before we started eating. That would have killed the mood in a heartbeat.
All right, enough about Alhaitham. Tainari, did you achieve what you wanted out of the championship?
I did, in the first round, in fact. Word of mouth proved very effective. I spoke to a handful of people, they told their friends, and so on. Now, a record number of people have signed up to attend the next lecture.
Yep.
Oh, are you free next month? You should come along. Maybe even say a few words.
About what? I don't know the first thing about anything Morta related.
So calm.
Just play to your strengths. For instance, you could talk about the distinguishing features of rainforest architecture. Or ask everyone not to chop down too many trees the next time they're building a house.
Oh, well, that's no problem. Sure, I'll make time. Has everyone had enough to eat? I can order more if anyone's still hungry.
I'm full. Thanks. I'm super full, too. If only we could eat like this every day.
Yeah, we should do this more often. Work will always be there, but seeing friends is important too. This is a good restaurant. Let's definitely come here again.
Sounds good. We should pick a few other places as backup options, though.
There are other good places around here, too? Oh, and don't forget to invite us if you go. There's nothing we love more than good food.
Kabe, you have plans after this?
I was thinking of maybe going to the academia for some alone time. Nothing set in stone, though. Why do you ask?
Leave the tower. Whee! Shortcut.
Well, it looks like this Inter-Darshan Championship's a wrap. All that stuff with Sachin and the diadem got sorted too. Have you still got anything else on your mind?
Sachin's research.
Oh, right.
Yeah. What did he talk about?
Sachin said that he placed his research materials somewhere beginning with but Kabe smashed the diadem of knowledge before he could finish. It might be dangerous if someone finds his old research stash, right? Where do you think it could be?
Taru Village?
Holy smokes, you're right! He said he spent all the time researching in the desert, didn't he? So it's very possible that that's where he'd leave all his notes. Alright then, let's head off to Aru Village and try our luck!
Alrighty then. Really? Are we going to destroy it? Oh, it's here. It came right away, probably. To stop people from getting
Didn't expect to run into you here.
Oh, hey, Thumb. What are you doing here? And what are you reading? Are those?
Sachin's notes? Yes. I came across his profile while I was organizing some documents and became interested in his research. If it wasn't for that, I never would have agreed to being a commentator. I had a hunch after seeing the fragment of his mind, and sure enough, I came here and found his research.
Wait, so you've read it already? Are you alright? How do you feel?
I think you may have misunderstood something. The reason Sachin chose that architect to inherit his research was that only he could really empathize with both the calamity and the humanity that these notes seek to convey. Only one who resonates with these sentiments would suffer and begin to think of history as bleak, the present as perplexing, and the future as pessimistic. Empathy is a double-edged sword. Clearly, I am not the same sort of person as Sachin was. Empaths have many friends, and their wide social circle comes with certain societal advantages. But this also makes it hard for them to achieve their goals.
Why's that?
All important things in life involve other people. As such, it's extremely difficult to live a life that causes no harm whatsoever to others. If you really want to achieve your goals, you have to be prepared to make enemies along the way. Not everyone can deal with that reality. And that reality is like the material here. Objective, heavy, negative. But, at the end of the day, for all these experiment results and conclusions, it's just one person's perspective. Sachin's.
So, what are your thoughts now that you've read it?
As a scholar, Sachin was without a doubt a genius. He laid the blame for the darkness in the world squarely on humanity, experimented extensively with reliable results, and drew logical conclusions. In that sense, one might say his views were correct.
So, people are bad? And things can only ever get worse? All of that's true?
That is not a question for me to answer. Someone else will arrive shortly. You can ask them instead. All I will say is that the world is not built on correctness alone. Sometimes, being correct means nothing at all.
Those words you wrote among your notes, what did that line written in Assassin's Creed mean?
Lofty ideals may provide no defense at all against nihilism, but perhaps little decisions can. By their own choice, the idealist seeks to bring happiness to all while denying themselves the same. Thus, they shall never reach even the borders of truth until they wipe away the ignorance that blinds them. I've never been able to agree with certain philosophies. Even Sachin himself struggled to comprehend the notion of sacrificing oneself for the greater good. But sadly, all viewpoints will find their supporters, and the way we see the world largely decides our fates. Alright then, I got what I came for. These research materials are yours to look after. I'll be off.
Wait, so you came here just to read this stuff? You missed out on a big get-together, you know.
Get-together? Ah, yes, that makes sense. This is a good opportunity for that sort of thing.
Guess what? Kaveh treated everyone this time.
Then I'm sure he packed up the leftovers for me. See ya.
He's a good friend.
Well, seems like he really wasn't affected by this research. He said that someone else would answer our questions. What do you think that'll be?
Faruzan? You wait around near research materials. Oh, okay.
Traveler, Paimon, you're already here. Nahida!
Yeah, Naida was the only one that didn't that appeared, right?
Wait, so you asked him to take part in the championship? Yes, it was me. Are you surprised?
A little.
Did you know that there was something wrong with the diadem from the start? And if so, why didn't you switch it out for another one? Because Sachin's research is not mistaken. He spent his entire life researching this topic, and these materials are a result of that. These are the crystallization of his wisdom. Yes, I was worried that the material might cause some disruption, but I didn't want to wipe away all his hard work searching for the truth. So instead, I had Hat Guy here help me keep an eye on things.
Seriously? I think you can stop calling me that now.
Why? Don't you like it? Well, anyway, if Sachin's chosen successor hadn't been able to handle his research, or if it had brought pain to more people, he would have intervened at a suitable moment.
And after all that, the person Sachin chose turned his nose up at his life's work. Pretty hilarious.
I was also hoping that this could be an opportunity for you to learn how to interact with people normally. But it looks like that didn't work out.
That wasn't necessary. I'm still paying you back for your help. And the last thing I need is more reasons to be indebted to you.
Nahida, what did you mean by Sachin's research is not mistaken? Does that mean that you approve of his research? Put it this way instead. Truth to me is like a shroom borer. Some people only see the mushroom on the shroom borer's back, and they conclude that the shroom borer is a mushroom. Others see only the shroom borer's body, and they declare that the shroom borer is a boar. Still others look deeper inside, and determine that the shroom borer is meat. These conclusions are all correct in their own way, but none of them objectively describe the shroom borer. Paimon kinda gets it. The world is the same way. No one, not even I included, can understand it in its entirety. All of us are somewhere on the path toward truth. Within the confines of our limited knowledge, some may blindly believe in the beauty of this world, and others may focus only on its evils. In truth, the most important thing isn't what state the world is in now, but what people hope it will become. But of course, I don't mean that as a criticism or a call to action.
No.
Ultimately, my duty as the God of Wisdom is to guide every form of wisdom to a place where it can find its purpose.
That was a long speech. So what are you actually going to do with these research materials?
Because Kaveh has the successor of this research, does not wish to see these ideas disseminated, I will seal it up. But even though Sachin's research could be considered negative wisdom, it is still a building block of the truth. If someone wishes to follow in his footsteps in the future, I will not stop them. I also look forward to the day that a member of the Vahumana Darshan can not only comprehend his theories, but also find a way out from the despair as well.
Vahumana doesn't have that kind of talent. Wait, you're not intending to keep me in Vahumana long term, are you? I don't remember signing up to become a scholar. Don't you think I'm useful enough to you as a prisoner?
Oh boy, here we go again. You think so? Well, to that, I would say that in Sumeru, even prisoners have a right to an education. I hope that your studies in Vahumana will help you deal with your own fate and learn how best to settle old debts from your past. I will review your final thesis myself. I'm expecting great things from you, Mr. Hat Guy.
Yay! Quest completed. Finally. But, if I'm not wrong... What? New quest. What? Hope this is not big. Oh, this is the Dory one. Hello, Dory. What up? You decided to buy information from me? I'm not really curious about your exclusive information, but you need to clear price first, so expect then forget it. Sell for the fixed price of 1 million more. That's a lot. Never mind, 1 million more can buy lots and lots of tasty food. Wait a second, let me see. Paimon customer number today. The original cost of the information was 1 million more, but for you, what? Paimon doesn't even such luck exist. Wait, you're not baiting us the spending, are you? Maybe the first sentence is free, but the next sentence... If you don't want it, fine, next. Wait, forget what Paimon will listen. If it's free. Direct scoop number 1. Do you remember the diadem of knowledge? I remember that only a champion was entitled to wear the diadem. It seems very valuable. Exactly. The diadem of Sachin gave the academia was a rather expensive antique. This is very... Yet this very remedy, after his donated from academia, was lost by them once. Why didn't you hear about this? Everyone about this? Will the information still be considered exclusive? Of course, this information has come from nowhere. I've got witnesses too. There's a young fellow named Kashmir from the suburbs. If you're interested in delving further, you could ask him. The password is that incident from 20 years ago. Okay. You guys, is something you need? That incident from 20 years ago. You shouldn't have told anyone. Last time I had too much drink of blubbered little too much, and now people are seeking me out. Since you're curious, I guess I'll tell you. I was just 6 years old 20 years ago, so I can remember clearly that happened that time. But recently I read the diary I kept when I was a child and vaguely recalled the situation back then. The International Championship was also held that year. There were 3 rounds, the last of which was outside the city. I begged my mom to take me out of the town to see it, and when she refused, I snuck out. And then? Ended up getting lost outside the city in the middle of nowhere. There was no one around. I grew more and more frightened and began to cry. That's when I saw some strange creatures. I couldn't remember what they looked like. I only remember how, as a child, I stopped crying at the sight of them. Ooh, Haranara. Yeah, they took me to the competition, and luckily, unfortunately, by the time we got there, it was too late. It was already over. Just when I was disheartened, I suddenly saw one of those strange creatures slowly dragging a crown along. It was a beautiful crown, shining in the moonlight, and I could not help but follow it. I saw little fellow, he'd the crown in a hollow tree before disappearing. I wanted to touch that crown, but at the moment I could hear the distant cry of my mother. Turns out she figured out I was lost and got her neighbors to go looking for me. Never got out in 30. It wasn't until I was older when I saw the diadem of knowledge in International Championship that I realized it was the same thing. Alright to remember where the diadem ended up. It's probably in Diadem Forest, but I've been back a few times and I've found anything. No one would believe me, even if I told them. Alice, even I can't remember it clearly. Perhaps it was a dream that I had when I was a child. Well, should we look for it? Yeah, why not? Okay, hollow tree. This is one hell of a hollow tree. There's a hole in the tree. It seems completely empty and there's nothing in it. Wait, there's a note here. The good Nara taught Akuyasapa how to read. Harkasayapa must protect the good Nara. What's this supposed to mean? Things happened 20 years ago. Entrances. Okay. Let's go back again. Speak with her. Well, Fission Paimon yet again. I have the latest update on Academic Extravaganza. Would like to hear it. How much is it? It's free. Isn't Lord Sangama very generous? So you guys remember Sashin? The guy is supposed to Academic Extravaganza. Paimon heard that the prize money in Diadem knowledge came from him. Bingo. In fact, not long ago, when I was doing business in the desert, I met the whole business. And guess what I got from him? A dealer's ledger. With it, I can avoid dangerous areas in the desert and go to more places. Of course, the most important thing is that the ledger mentioned Sashin. It turned out that Sashin had been to the desert to investigate people's local conditions and customs. He also had cordial exchanges with the traveling merchants in the desert. Much of the text is lost, but this is a first-hand account of the big sponsor behind the Academy Extravaganza. Would you like a look? Okay, let's have a look then. Since our garage caravans are stalled, we run to a scholar calling himself Sashin. He said he could sponsor the caravan provided that this is a trial of human nature, betrayal, plunder. There was nothing we could do, no one could withstand. If I could do it all over again, I would never have taken that money. Then they wouldn't have had to die, and I wouldn't be living like this. A fate worse than that. People are the most terrifying animals in this world. Whoa, it's something that provoked some deaths. This is all. This is a lot to understand. Dory, what does this mean? What does this all mean? I'm afraid that if you need it analyzed, it'll cost you an extra million more. Forget it then. Well, since you're not paying, that will be for Dory's special news. But let me give you a hint. There should be someone here who's a lot of academic extravaganzas. Perhaps you could talk to them? Okay, now we'll go back and forth. Hey, old man, what up? Can you help me? Vasudeva? Vasudeva. Hello, young children. I can help racing about the past. The International Championship has always been a stage for young talent. Unfortunately, not every genius will be successful eventually. Why do you say that? Geniuses are mostly stubborn and cold, and find it hard to understand the pain of others. Pathetic people, on the other hand, often fall into self-doubt and depression. People who are not firm can only stand still, while people who are determined but walk down the wrong path, refuse to look back. It's a lot to think about there. Oops, wrong button, wrong button. There's someone over there. Someone over there. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go to the bridge. Rolling, 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 rolling. What up, my dude? For this year's International Championship, my favorite has to be Sino. Aside from his skills, General Mahamatra, looking back at the tournament story, the Spanatama Darshan has the highest percentage of championships. Many people say that the Spantamad Darshan produces many talented people, such as Cyros, Ruzika, Lisa, Sino. Ruzika, what the hell is Ruzika? The brighter the talent, the sooner the game will lose its suspense. The most exciting competition is still 20 years ago. At the time, my friend also participated. Foi, filho? Queres ir para o colo do pai? Colo do pai. At the time, my friend also participated in the game, and I went there to cheer for him. The last round was played in Avida Forest. In the end, no one dared to approach them, and no one knew what was going on in the depths of the forest. Then I heard the Academy shut down the competition. Later, the International Championship removed many of the events in which... No, it's not. The event people fought to the death, discouraging people from being desperate enough to do so. What is your friend like? Let me think. He's honest and kind, but he's also vulnerable and sensitive. Filho. Most of all, he cares about us. When we drink together, our time is filled with laughter and cheer. It's just too bad that it's all in the past now. Among the friends we drank with, some died, some disappeared, and now some now live in seclusion. They say fate is fickle. Perhaps it is true. Looks like something did happen 20 years ago, right? Didn't Wikas tell us to seek him and find out if we had any questions? Now we have the time, why don't we ask him? Damn, man, I just want the reward. Back and forth, back and forth. God damn it, this is so far away. Let me see what they are speaking.
Where were you while the rest of us were eating together?
I don't recall being obligated to report my whereabouts to you.
Did you go find another hidey hole to read in? You need to change your ways, you know. You can't survive on books alone.
Surviving on meals paid for by you would be harder still.
You? Whatever. It doesn't take a genius to guess what you've been up to. You were investigating Sachin, weren't you? It was obvious from your notes. However, I don't believe his research alone would have been enough to pique your interest. His way of doing things is disturbing, while you... Well, to be fair, your philosophy disgusts me too, but you and Sachin are nothing alike. I don't imagine your views intersect at all. Egoism and nihilism are not the same thing.
My personal interests aside, Sachin's legacy is not entirely meaningless. He conducted experiments on a great scale and left his findings behind. Also, thanks for the compliment. But I'm actually just passing through. I didn't come here for the conversation. Well, not this one at least.
What do you mean? What topic of conversation could be more sacred among scholars than the exploration of differing philosophies?
Well, based on what I've learned, Sachin and his disturbing way of doing things, as you put it, is very likely to have met your father 20 years ago.
What did you say? Wait, so... No. Surely that doesn't mean... Huh. So that's why he thought I looked familiar. My father must have gone into the desert due to his influence.
I'm afraid so.
Good thing I shattered that diadem. From now on, nothing like that will ever have to happen again.
The boundaries of knowledge are ever expanding. Someone else will inevitably pick up the same line of research one day, and Vahumana regards it as a reasonable research direction.
Oh, not this again. Even if you're right and people are bound to fall into the same intellectual traps, things won't necessarily go the same way again next time. You have to admit that the actions of one individual don't always predict the behavior of the group, and vice versa.
Yeah.
Take Sachin, for instance. He's quite an anomaly.
And so is the one who stopped him. You. Conflicts of this nature are indeed exceptional, but it will occur again in the future. You said it yourself. The actions of one individual cannot predict the behavior of a whole group. You know that not everyone would have chosen as you did.
Even so, I stand by my views. You can forget about trying to convince me.
That's fine. We've been arguing over this for years, and I don't hold any hope of you understanding. The issue we're debating has long since moved on from who's right and who's wrong.
Thanks for letting me know all this.
What?
I said, thanks for letting me know. Hey, stop acting like you didn't hear me. You're doing this on purpose, aren't you?
They say that earnest thanks should be given thrice, so one more time, please.
Oh, okay, this was the other one. Journal. There's some closure. Yeah. Okay, nice. Good thing I went there. Right now. Espera. Okay. That is from 20 years ago. Why this other question? Did you hear any particular information? We've heard that the diadem seems to have lost 20 years ago, and the contestant personality changed. You seem to have a good... You seem to know a lot about that. Because is there something you're not telling us? Not exactly. I was 5 years old when that happened. How could I know? But there are things I've never told anyone. I'm actually a part of the Academic Extravaganza Planning Committee because of the influence of a senior colleague. Tá quieto, filho. That senior colleague and I met on a trip. He was a bit timid and would always flee to cower somewhere at the first time of an emergency. Tá quieto, filho. Tira isto da boca. The Academic Extravaganza is about to begin. And then, upon mentioning the Academic Extravaganza, he got startled and said something about it was nothing to do with me. When I said goodbye to him, he insisted on getting a drink with me. After several drinks, he started to talk all sorts of nonsense. I also had too many, and my drunken stupor didn't really hear him that well. I only remember that he said that the lost diadem of knowledge for a while. He was in charge of distribution and recovery of the diadem of knowledge, and nearly had heart attack upon realizing that the diadem was missing. Fortunately, he finally found it in a tree hole, like the one we saw before. said that the diadem of knowledge is very valuable treasure, which is recorded in many ancient books. Legend has it that it was built by foreign craftsmen in ancient times and carries a secret that no one knows. Sachin had entrusted the academy to safeguard the diadem. After all, if my senior was responsible for the diadem's disappearance, we could not afford to pay for it with his meager wealth. Even if the loss of temporary, no one should know of it, lest the academy find him guilty of gross negligence. So he covered him up. Yep. It seems that he also said many people came to inquire about it, including children, but he says that the diadem had never been lost. But he was so scared that when things blew over, he quit his job and left the academia. I drank too much at night, and when I woke up the next day, it was gone. The more I thought about it, the more I had the bad feelings that issues would crop up in the academic extravaganza and interest someone like him. I didn't have the job at the time, so I joined the academic extravaganza planning committee. I tried to investigate things on the other side. But I couldn't find anything. That diadem was found, and the man whose personality was said to have changed was dead, and there was nothing to be found. Still, 20 years is still a long time, long enough that the people involved from the beginning no longer remember nor care. That's all I know. If you're curious, keep investigating and may one day you'll discover the truth. That's it for you to say. We don't have much to go on. Do you have any more information, like where the senior colleague? I haven't heard from him. Later, I also went to the desert to look for him, but in the vast desert it's almost impossible to run into him. To make up for him, I do have some information on Sachin. Would you like to hear it? Yep. When I was traveling, I did so with Remark Miranda. While we were chatting, he also came into possession of the card written by the academic researcher. He seemed to think it was something precious and refused to show it to anyone, only to let me pick at it at my request. I only caught a glimpse of it, but I saw that it was signed by Sachin. I didn't know who Sachin was, nor did I care. After joining the academic extravaganza, I found out that he was an important member of the Vahumana Darshan, who sponsored the event. If you're interested, you can find the Eremite commander in the text. It is usually the Valley of Dari. Information related to Sasha. Alright, let's go take a look. Okay. Again to the desert. Toma, segura, filho. Okay, he's right here. What up? Seems a little young to be that guy. What do you want? Whoa, this guy looks really fierce. Either say your price or leave. I have no time for you. Actually, we heard that Sashim article on you. Espera. So we were wondering if you could have a look. Are you kidding me? No. Why do you ask that? It seems like you guys really don't know. Some time ago I had the article appraised. Turns out it's nothing more than a personal travel journal and is of little value. He hired me, my father, to keep him safe. That Sashim fellow would often walk, ask, write and mumble. No big deal. My father, however, thought that things written by intellectuals must be valuable. So we looked around for them at the night with a torch. None among my family can read. My father cherished the article and then passed it on to me. I had no idea it was completely worthless. Sounds unfortunate, but do you still have it? Yes. You want to have a look? You can look at it as much as you want. Since it's not worth anything, there's no need for me to be so stingy. Once the gods resigned supreme, our life flocked. Then life flocked to them like sheep, seeking shepherds, and now shepherds in silence. Now divine power has built well mooners. However, these two suffer. Okay, there is something. Saying in Luegos, life is like lodging a hymn. In Azuma, all things are but a void. I read this first, try to see the reason. Turns out I'm on Crescentur, Sumeru City, human story. Since arriving to the desert, conduct total 64 experience over across 7 years. Men are like prisoners, captured animals, feeding on each other's happiness until one is doomed to eternal torment. Therefore, there is a gain, you must lose. There is happiness, there is agony. Everyone is a victim, but everyone is also a perpetrator. Greed and numbness reside in automatically, driven by the greed of humans, choose to commit evil. But okay, but is if this is what the world is, what then the meaning of the world, the future? Into the present, as the present to the past. Peace to never auction, conflict eternal. Yeah, that doesn't say great thing. So this is the article that Sanctim wrote. To be honest, Paimon can make sense of it, but judging from the crummy handwriting, Paimon can say exactly why. But Paimon has a feeling he was going through a tough time. Well, we're done reading. Thank you very much. You're welcome. It's not worth any money, but I'm going to keep it anyway. After all, my father entrusted it to me. Come see me again if you want to look at it again. Yeah, nice dude. Oh my god. How many of these missions are there? We're learning more about him, but it's not that much of an interest, at least to me.
Love it when the weather's like this. Just makes you wanna...
It's time to get time yet again information sale, Lord Sanganama Bay. Would you like to purchase the latest report? Let me see. This information isn't that important, so I'll go for $500,000 more. It's half of the usual price. What a bargain! Mind giving it to me for free? Whoa, you want to bring it down to 0 more, just as I expected, but I'm a great Lord Sangamana Bay. Well, since you're so interested, I'll tell you for free, but you must keep it to yourself. I heard that 20 years ago there was a contest whose personality was changed after taking part in the competition. Well, looks like someone saw him. Yeah, he put the crown maybe. Wonder where he ended up. That's all information I get for free. I want you to hear more. I gotta pay $2 million more. I appreciate your patronage. What a ripoff. We can just go to our village ourselves and ask around. Thomas Sura. Our village. Down here. At least this is giving some more. Some more rewards and information, but as I said, I don't think this is that interesting to have to go through all this information. 20 years ago, a young man did appear here. Back then, life was much harder than it is now. Poverty, disease, ignorance, they torment us constantly. That young man fled from the academia, with a bright future, was nevertheless willing to come here and help us. He taught us to deal with the wind and monsters. He bought us a lot of medicine with money from his own pocket and took care of the hill all by himself. He sounds like a great guy. Yeah, too bad the good die young. He was always frowning and no one knew what he was worried about. Everyone was wondering if he was going to leave us. This place did not have the means to properly host him. Still, many said that he was a bit crazy to begin with. For example, he would sometimes tell children a story about how, as a child, he taught strange creatures to write. Oh, he taught the Aranada to write. Later, he would often leave the village and explore the desert. Once I asked him what he was looking for, he said he wanted to talk to someone from the Nagar something group. Later on, I heard that he died in the quicksand. It was said that he encountered a caravan trapped in quicksand on his way to investigate something. He saved many people, but himself was unable to get out in time. At the time, there was still a half-finished letter addressed to his child at home. After he died, my son took that letter with him, thinking about delivering someday. It was... is that unfinished letter still here? No, it's not here. To live a better life, my son became a mercenary. He was killed in a scuffle a few years ago, and his belongings were taken. Many years have passed in the blink of an eye. I wonder how these children turned out, and if they hold a grudge against him. Yes, they do. Not many people know these things anymore. I'm getting old. Perhaps I'll forget these things soon too. Hehehe. Sura. I have Alzheimer. Who are you? Okay. So that's all the stories. Finally finished. Oh, I have this. There's also this event. Finishes today. I haven't done anything yet. So yeah, that's a thing also. But this is just normal card game, but it has 2 rules, which will make it very, very fun. All character switches will be considered fast actions. That's fun. Every time you defeat an opposing character, the turn initiative remains with you. That's also fun. You gain a turn after killing a character. So that's pretty interesting. However, that's just normal gameplay. Special rules. I have to do that. Okay. And the journal is also empty. Okay. This is the story. The character story. This is a side quest, Balefire side quest, and another side quest. Side quest or quest, whatever. Okay, so that's the end of it. I got a new character. It's not, what's his name? Baiju, but is a new character. Also Dendro, so fine by me. I think that I read that this banner is not selling very well. I will still keep on rolling. I'm glad I lost my 50-50 to get a character that I don't have. That's always nice. But yeah, I'm not going to roll on the next banners, I think. So, but I'm still going to roll on this one until the end of it to see if I can still get Baiju and Kave. I would like to have Kave. Seems cool. And yeah. That's all for now. I'm going to come back to this game when we have more events, probably to make also some world quests. I hope you have enjoyed it. Don't forget that there are links down below. Follow me on all the stuff and help me through those links. I'll appreciate that very much. That's all for now. Hope you have enjoyed it. Thanks for watching and have an awesome gaming time. Bye bye. Diz adeus, filho. Sim, adeus. Bye bye. Diz tu bye bye.